nigga high as a motherfucker, by the way. Let me go fast forward. I am the nigga, young dog. This high ass nigga.
They don't dance no more. It's all about Vaseline. Back in the day, crack was jumping on the scene. Now they slumped on the sidewalk. Can't talk. Golden era baby, but we still feel the rock. They used to be kings, now they lost in the scheme. Popping them bottles, throwing money, and living dreams. Now they zoned out and mumbling, fumbling. No rhythm in the city, the whole shit crumbling. They used to rock the house, they was riding through the streets. Remember there was dancing, sliding to the beat. Now it's poison in their veins, ain't no pulse on the street. Guess it's over now, they accepted defeat. Back in the day, the rock had a violent free. Different story now, they got no energy. New drugs got M slow with the hit unload. Half close and they don't dance no more. Block used to be jumping, type shit they was on. Now it's lights out, guess the thrill is gone.
I am the nigga, young dog. I bring it to you rough, rugged, and raw, nigga.
They don't dance no more, it's all about the codeine. Back in the day, they was rocking on the scene. Crack out of pop, even dancing in the rain. Now they nodding off, shit just don't hit the same.
I am that nigga, young dog.
Good morning, good morning. You are watching the Morning Roast. I am your host with the most, driving from coast to coast. Keep the wordplay. HB2N. Please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new here. And as always, if you want to help sponsor this stream, want to help sponsor this program here, hit the Cash App, $ HB2N. Also, if you want to join the conversation, we do have the live calling number at the bottom. So we're gonna get right to it. I'm currently driving in Arkansas, headed back to Oklahoma, over the road. Salute to all the truckers out there, getting all the toilet paper and canned foods to you so you guys don't starve and can wipe your ass. Salute to everybody working this morning. Salute to all the people in the chat. We definitely appreciate you. We can't do this without you guys. You know, whatever your field, whatever type of work you do, everybody plays a role. And I don't know if you guys know, but there are 2 astronauts right now stuck in space. Well, stuck in lower orbit. They've been going around the Earth for a couple years now. I'll pull up a quick picture of them. 2 white people. That's a white lady and a white guy. They've been rotating around the Earth. They are supposed to be coming back today, thanks to Elon Musk and President Trump. Me personally, I'm wondering if they're ready to kill each other, or are they maybe having sexual relations? I don't know. You guys, chat. What do you guys think? You think he's smashing? Think he's smashing up there? What we doing? Let me see the. What we doing? So yeah. They are coming back today. God bless them. You know, Biden, for some reason, he left them up there, up in space. He didn't want to bring them back, use the resources. You know, took about $1 billion to run that Kamala campaign. So it's unfortunate for them. Luckily, they were able to recycle their urine and drink it, and they still had ramen noodles and honey buns to survive on. So they're good. They're good. But they are coming back today. There are reports that Elon Musk bought them both Cybertrucks. So when they come back, they'll have a Cybertruck waiting for them. But yeah, I guess the moral of the story is it could be a lot worse. Whatever you're doing this morning, whether you're taking the kids to school, whether you're working, whether you're still hungover from last night, you could be stuck in space. Could be a lot worse. And for all the, we probably do have some astronauts in the chat. Just a little advice to any astronauts in the chat: don't go into space during an election year. You might get stuck out there. Unfortunately. Let me say salute to the chat real quick. To the people that pulled up early. Innate Ways, salute to the Yak. Pontiac, salute. Humble President, salute. Salute. The beautiful, talented Portia J. $20 a day for Portia J. The Emperor, salute, man. Yeah, sex in space. Yeah, man. That's got to be crazy. Imagine having sex in space. That is crazy. Speak on it. Salute, man. Chris Reed, salute. Mike from Boston. Yeah, I know Seven still is a part-time astronaut. So, yeah, take that advice, Seven still. Nigga, Mike from Boston, man. Salute. So we're gonna play a quick song, and then we're gonna get right into the morning roast. Again, make sure you guys please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. Share the stream to your friends, your loved ones. Just anybody who could use a little pick me up this morning. So we're gonna play a quick song. This is Stanley Cross. You and Me Girl at the Urban Landlord on YouTube. Here we go. John God Universal Jones, salute, man. Good morning.
What's going on? Good morning.
Good morning.
Everyone everyone loves your monologues, HB.
Ain't that shit crazy, man? Niggas got stuck in space, man. Let
me adjust your mic one more time, HB.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to it. I fixed it one time, then now it seems to come back. Let me try it again. Go ahead.
It readjusted by itself. Yeah, man. StreamYard's got a mind of its own sometimes.
Let me see if I can do it again. One more time.
Yeah, it is crazy though. I think they are definitely up there bumping and grinding. How could you not? I mean, are they practicing
Yeah,
celibacy like a lot of women these days? I don't know. I don't think so. I think they up there cuddling. It
yeah,
gets
yeah.
lonely up in space.
Could you imagine how beautiful that view is too, up in
Oh
space? Like,
man,
man,
it has to be
man,
romantic.
yeah, the sunrise, and he just clapping those cheeks, man. And then like the zero gravity too, man. Like they,
Oh man, floating and fucking. That
yeah,
sounds
You just float
amazing.
yeah,
away. When you're done, you
yeah,
just float away.
yeah. And you gotta probably gotta bust inside her because you don't
Oh,
want that space sperm flying all over the place.
hit you back in the eye later. Bloop.
Yeah,
We got OPC
that's
Don in the audience, man. I've been calling and calling. You the hardest man to get in touch with.
Hey man,
OPC
OPC,
Don.
welcome.
So
Salute,
OPC
man.
Don.
Hey man, that's one of the hardest working men's in this YouTube stuff, man, right there.
Plumbing
Really,
and YouTube.
I've always heard of him. I never watched any of his stuff. I actually tried to look him up one time. I couldn't find him.
Yeah, if you want to connect with him, I can connect you on Discord. OPC Don's like Littlefinger on Game of Thrones, man. He just be making shit happen in the
Ah,
back. Yeah.
I've been
okay,
trying to get
okay,
in touch
okay,
with him.
okay, okay.
We've been playing phone tag with each other. So,
That makes
Universal,
a
you
lot
got
of
some topics
sense.
today. You got some topics for us today.
Oh yeah,
Some good ones, huh?
oh man, we got some topics, man. We got
Oh,
some
we got
topics,
some good
man.
ones today.
It follows along the theme of people just kind of crashing out. There's a lot of stuff happening, and human beings are just doing weird stuff. Weird stuff, man. But speaking of weird, our first story of the day features two twins who were found who showed up missing. They missed their flight to Boston, and they were found in Georgia. So that's going to be our first story of the day. I'm gonna pull that clip up here in a second. While I get the clip ready, if you've heard about this story, feel free to put a 1 in the chat. If you've heard about these twins who showed up dead in Georgia, put a 1 in the chat. All right.
Yeah, please, please.
This is interesting.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is
Interesting. They said the whites did it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
White supremacy. Here we go. All right, we're gonna roll the clip.
A mystery on Bell Mountain. Bodies of twin brothers found in Townsend County near the North Carolina line, 90 miles from their home in Lawrenceville. The GBI initially investigating this as a murder-suicide, but tonight the family says they're not buying it. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn spoke with them just a few hours ago. He's live for us in our newsroom with more on this investigation and what the family has to say, Cody.
Well, Jennifer, the brothers, Kydir and Nazir Lewis, were twins. The GBI says a hiker found their bodies at the top of Bell Mountain on Saturday morning. Both had been shot. The family couldn't believe it when they got the call hours later, knowing the twin brothers were supposed to be in Boston visiting friends.
We want answers. We want to know exactly what happened to the twins.
Nazir and Kydir Lewis,
Those my nephews.
just a few weeks shy of their 20th birthday.
I can get past it. They're gone.
The twins' uncle, Raheem Bronner,
They're very protective of each other. They love each other. They're like inseparable. So I couldn't imagine them hurting each other because I never even seen them get into a fist fight before.
the GBI saying their preliminary investigation points to the twins' death being a murder-suicide.
We knew right away that wasn't true.
Family says the twins had a 7 a.m. flight to Boston last Friday.
Right there, we never heard from them. They missed their flight. We don't know what happened.
24 hours later, the twins' body found 90 miles away.
How they end out in the mountains, they don't hike out there. They never even been out there. They don't know nothing about Hiwassee, Georgia. They never even heard of Bell Mountains. So how did they end up right there?
A mystery this family is trying to solve.
They had a huge support system. Like, we know
Ah.
that they wouldn't do anything like this. So to say that they did this to each other when they come from a family of love, they love each other, they always together, we don't believe that. They didn't do this to each other. Something happened in those mountains, and we want answers.
I did reach out to the GBI tonight. A spokesperson says the twins' autopsies is finished, but they're awaiting additional forensic testing to be finished, as well as the investigation portion of this before they issue a final ruling on the brothers' causes of death.
Wow. Wow.
What do you think,
I
gentlemen?
uh I think they might be victims of white supremacy, man. I don't know. Niggas hiking. I don't know. Niggas hiking.
It
No,
is
no,
kind of weird.
seriously. Nah, seriously. I think they say that twins share a soul. That's what they say. I don't know who says it, but I think it's some ancient Chinese proverb or something. So I think they probably both just depressed or something, walked up that mountain and took each other out. I don't know, made a sibling suicide. I don't know.
So they're saying that one killed the other. Is that what they're saying? Wow.
That's what it's looking like.
That's what they're alleging. But the conversation right now is that white people may be a part of this whole situation. That some white people may have killed these two gentlemen. Are there any other possibilities outside of murder, suicide, and white supremacy? Could it be something else?
I mean, they're saying that one killed the other and then killed himself. Wow, that kind of ties in with some of those suicide stats that HB has talked about a while back.
Yeah.
Young black men killing each other, killing themselves. Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah. There
Why
is
would
a lot of.
brother?
Maybe they both wanted to go out together. They came into this world together. They wanted to leave out together.
Hey man, I heard plenty of black mamas say that. I brought you in this world, I take you out. What they mama might have did it. I didn't see the mama on the couch. Hey, could have been a lot. I do have a more updated video clip if we wanna.
Yeah, I wonder, was one jealous of the other?
Could have been. So that last story that we showed was from 4 days ago. Here's a story from 9 hours ago. So we have a slight update. We'll see what's been the dialogue over the last few days here in one.
Murder-suicide investigation in Georgia, leaving a distraught family with more questions than answers.
We want to know exactly what happened to the twins.
Police say twin brothers Kaidir and Nazir Lewis were found dead by hikers on a Georgia mountain earlier this month. The brothers, weeks away from their 20th birthday, each found with gunshot wounds, according to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, which says their preliminary investigation reveals the deaths to be a murder-suicide.
We knew right away that wasn't true.
But their relatives rejecting that characterization by police, saying the boys were close and had no history of conflict.
They're very protective of each other. I couldn't imagine them hurting each other because I never even seen them get into a fist fight before.
Relatives saying the twins had tickets for a 7 a.m. flight on March 7th from Lawrenceville, Georgia to Boston, where they were set to meet friends. But on March 8th, their bodies were found at the summit of Bell Mountain, 90 miles away from their home and in an area their relatives believe they had never visited.
How they end out in the mountains, they don't hike out there. They've never even been out there. They don't know nothing about Hiwassee, Georgia. They never even heard of Bell Mountains. So how did they end up right there?
Over the weekend, authorities saying autopsies have been completed on the pair, but a medical examiner ruling had not been released because further forensic testing was needed. The Georgia Bureau of Investigations has not disclosed if a gun was found at the scene or how the twins got to the mountain, telling NBC News the investigation is active and ongoing. NBC reached out to family members for more information, but did not hear back.
They had a huge support system. Like, we know them that they wouldn't do anything like this. Something happened in those mountains and we want answers.
Priya Sridhar, NBC News.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Stanley said he's hiked in those mountains. So yeah, now I'm pretty sure it was a murder suicide. Yeah.
Stanley did that.
Yeah, Stanley been over there. Yeah.
But at 20 years old, man, why they throw it all away like that? What do you think was behind it?
I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't maybe a female, maybe just deep depression. I don't know, man. A lot of young black men are, the statistics show that the the depression and suicide rate is rising. You know, it's on par with the same rates as white men now.
Yeah.
Those young boys didn't look murderous, though. That's the thing. One had to commit murder, and neither one of them really looked like they were the murderous type. There had to be something strong, something really passionate to drive them to do that.
Yeah, something's not right. Now we can analyze the family dynamic. We didn't see any parents. We talked to the aunties. You know, where the parents at in the situation. That's one curiosity I have. Another is, you know, this Boston trip. What were they going to Boston? Was it just to hang out with friends? Was this for St. Patrick's Day? Like, what are they doing? And what were they currently doing is another question too. What were they into? You know, they are in that Georgia area where these two homosexual twins, like, were they into some, you know, sex cult? Like, we gotta ask all the questions at this point.
Yeah. That's why I was. When you said they were traveling, I was like, "Well, they sex traveling."
Yeah, I mean,
you know, anything. What's one of them names?
Mandingo travelers, like chocolate Chippendales. There's all types of shit. Yeah,
chocolate Chippendales is crazy.
There's all types of stuff, man. You don't know what these young boys. Who's
the dead boys? The two twins. Were they twins?
Oh man, I got to get their names. It was something that wasn't George and Jonathan though. It was
it was like Nazir.
Kadar and Nazir.
Yeah.
Kadir and Nazir.
I'm gonna look them up. I wonder where they gay.
I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't over like a girl or a boy. You know, maybe they you know, maybe one pretended to be the other, smashed their girlfriend or boyfriend, and then the other one was like, you know, let's go hiking. Let's go hiking. You know.
Hey man, hey, they got all types of stuff out here. They got all types of stuff. But yeah, let's do some investigation. Let's see if we can find anything.
Quasi.
They did look a little gay though, John. They did look a little zesty. I don't know.
Let me see these boys here. Are you gay? And those names should be easy to find. It can't be but one or two quasiers in this world.
Yeah.
Let's see. University, you probably on the Instagram searching for them.
Yeah, I'm on TikTok to see if they have any.
So they dance.
But it looks like a bunch of investigative journalists on TikTok are following the story.
Oh shit!
I don't know if y'all want to check out any of these people. I don't.
MFB, do you know is MFB in the audience? Maybe he could Google them to figure out
if they're gay or not. I don't know if Boston can. I don't know if he can find that out. I don't know.
Flag the database.
Now they're saying this could be you know, a white supremacist act. Do you guys think that is a possibility? Could you know, some good old boys, you know, brung them up on the top of a mountain to sacrifice them? Is that a possibility?
That's a lot of work, man. That's a lot of work.
Two bodies is a lot to be moving, man. I mean, John knows about moving bodies. That's John.
Yeah,
a lot of work, bro. Like, you know, more likely if that were the case, they'd probably just kill them right there on the spot, I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That would be the point of dragging them somewhere. More evidence. You know, they would have found some evidence and you'd move some bodies. This would be easy to figure it out. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, I do. Another thing that's interesting is they said that they didn't report any murder weapon found. That's a little strange for a murder suicide. To just not say there wasn't a gun is very weird. So that brings up some odd stuff.
Okay.
Now, who said that? University?
They said that in the second clip.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Yeah, I must have missed that. Damn, that's interesting. Wow.
Now that does change. That does change things. Not saying that somebody couldn't have just walked past and stole the gun, but that does change things.
Right. It adds to the suspicion for sure. I don't know. Do y'all want to hear any perspectives from some random TikTokers?
Yeah, sure. What do you think? Yeah. Give me one second.
Yeah. Why not? All right. Yeah.
So since we were so hard on the queens yesterday, let's get a black woman's perspective.
Oh yeah. I want to hear what the the sisters got to say about
it. She looks
it.
distraught. She looks distraught. There we
go.
Barren, strange fruit.
Oh, we can't do the music.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Hold on. I just muted it. I muted it.
Oh, I muted up my end too. Could you still hear when I muted it?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't even think she's talking. She just looking pitiful. All right, we're gonna find somebody else.
She just doing some strange fruit.
Yeah, let's go to the white man.
Qadir and Nazir Lewis.
Oh, he got the name.
Say their names: Qadir and Nazir Lewis, two black twins who were on the way to see friends to get on a flight and somehow end up unalived in the middle of the forest in Georgia, just close to a well-known sundown town. Patriots check in. This is Secret Service Sam. I've been made aware of this atrocity. The family was told that it was a unaliving and it was a self-unaliving and then an unaliving of the other, like that they, one took himself and took the other or whatnot. But there's been no proof to back this up. The family says these are bogus claims. So please help spread this video so we can spread awareness. The police are just trying to close it off as that's what had happened. But as I had reported a while ago about Cullman, Alabama, there are many sundown towns in America still thriving. People don't know that Glendale, California was one of the first homes of the KKK and a sundown town. So let's not, just because people want to deny history, let's not deny history. So please share this video. Let's spread more information about these brothers so we can get some answers and justice. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of TikTok.
He's trying to get his clout up. Hey man, the grift is the grift, and I can't hate on that. Listen, everybody's got to make their coins. But what do y'all think about that? John, you're from Alabama. You heard of Coleman, Alabama? You ever been to that sundown town?
Yeah, Coleman's not a sundown town. Yeah, it's not a sundown town. So you can see he's spreading a little bit of propaganda there.
Yes.
One of the things is, that I was thinking about, like, when you have a diverse population and under the tensions, conflicts, things like that we have here, something that probably is a murder suicide. Now you have people that don't want to accept that and want to point fingers at someone else because of a long held grievance. You know what I mean? And I think that's the sad part about it. It's going to be harder for them to accept that they committed suicide because there is the chance that some white person killed them. Not that it would make it better, they wouldn't be alive, but I think they would feel better if a white person killed them than they killed themselves. That's weird.
Yeah. I'm gonna play one more video. I see a black man with some photos that we haven't seen, so I'm gonna see what he's talking about.
I see a lot of people that are talking about the other young man that was found down there last year in those same mountains down there. I covered that story. You can see it right there, February 2024, right when it happened. I went ahead and covered that story. And his adoptive parents or the adoptive father and a lot of people in that community that looked like this got up there and tried to discount the whole thing. They got up there and said that, oh, he did it to himself, just let it go and all this stuff. I got about 4 or 5 videos. And the reason I said I have no faith in none of them, the law enforcement down there solving this, is because the same thing they're trying to say about the Lewis twins is the same thing they said about Trevante Helton. And the reason I got her picture up there is because that's who Trevante was dating. And she came up with all kinds of different stories and stuff. And living in that area, like I showed you on that map, this map right here, that's a no-no. That is a no-no. We can't control who we love. We can't control who we want to build a life with. It shouldn't even be that way when people get up here and want to take out somebody who is just wanting to live a life and love somebody. But in that case right there with Trevante, that right there was a total setup. I'll find those videos. That way you guys can watch all of them and look at the comments also. So I've been crying aloud about this. A lot of us have been crying aloud about this right here. What's going on down there in those mountains? What's going on down there in Georgia? It's all over the place. But now it's just amped up and it's coming to light. A whole lot of things. From the cases down in Texas, the ones in Florida with the young lady, Yona Lubrin, all kinds of them, where we found where they try to declare, when you look like this, they try to declare that it's self-inflicted, not even investigating it at all. That's why I'm encouraging the family to get your own private investigator. And if you need one, we have one on our staff. There's a private investigator that's licensed all over. But the family needs to get a private investigator and they need to have their own independent autopsy done because none of them deserve any of this. None of them. I see a lot of people that are talking about the other young man that was found down there last year.
All right. Any thoughts on that? Looks like people are taking this as some sort of conspiracy.
You know, I think it is a phenomenon where black people, I don't know what it is, but they do kind of feel better when a white person kills them. Like they feel almost vindicated. Like when a white person kills them, it just means more to them for some reason. I don't.
It'd be like, I told you, your white supremacy out here. Unalive, it's proof.
You know, I feel like, John, I feel like the race baiters, all they got to do is like kill a black person and then set a potato salad next to him, and then they'll just
with raisins in it. With raisins.
With raisins in it, like
They gotta have a trail of raisins right back to the weapon. That's how we know it was like
with a Gap gift card next to the body. Somebody white did this.
Did you hear about the killing that the guy mentioned in the other video?
I have not. That was new. I'm gonna look it up. That's why I clicked on his profile. I'm gonna look it up to see. But have we stumbled upon something that is this like a continuous thing? Is this something that's been going on?
You know, I vaguely remember that one. And then there've been a couple where young black men have hung themselves. Right? Mm-hmm. You remember those cases in blacks? Oh, it had to be somebody lynched them.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, black men figure out how to tie a knot and hung himself. And I've often wondered, like, why in the hell would somebody hang themselves? It had to be one of the worst ways to die. And maybe you wanted to stir up a little controversy, in going out. That's the only thing I could think of. To hang yourself in these mysterious kind of ways, people are going to think that some white man hung you. I don't know. It's just my thoughts on that.
Well, it is an instant way to die too. I mean, if you don't have a actual gun, you can die pretty quickly by hanging yourself. If you depending on how high and how much you weigh, you can break your neck and be instant death. So I don't know, but strangulation is a very common form of getting yourself out of here.
Oh, really?
You mostly, but you mostly see that happen with women. Women are more likely to poison themselves and to strangle themselves to death, where men are more likely to use a actual firearm. That's why men are more successful at committing unaliving than women are, but women actually attempt more than men do.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. I noticed the man brought up a woman, like interracial dating. And so that brings up another element to that woman with the interracial dating and something like that.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to be doing this. This is 1932. You keep that BBC to yourself, sir. You don't stick it in that vanilla pudding. If you do, we got a rope for you,
Yeah.
String them up. But yeah, it's and maybe there is a phenomenon going here. Maybe this is something we should keep our eye on as we progress through these shows and see if we can connect some dots here when it comes to these mysterious deaths of black people, not just men. Looks like there's some women that are involved in this too, based on this guy's page. So very interesting, very interesting.
Yeah, I think honestly, Jones, I think niggas, especially young guys, I think they're just crashing out a lot more than we did. And this is a sibling suicide. It sounds crazy, but I wouldn't just totally deny it. It's just that gun, man. But honestly, if I was hiking and I found a gun out there, I'd probably just pocket it, I
keep that motherfucker.
Even with two bodies laying down? Like, there's two bodies.
Man, especially with two bodies laying next to it.
Like, this gun works.
This shit works.
What's interesting, man, is we were talking about this. I just Googled black. What did I Google? Black male suicide or something to that effect. Black suicide, right? And so one of the articles came up was statistics shed light on black youth suicide in Nebraska. I didn't even know that black people in Nebraska. And so anyway, they were talking about how, according to the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention, 1 in 10 black youth have attempted suicide, with the highest rate seen in 25 to 34-year-olds. That's very interesting. That's 25 to 34-year-olds. That's interesting age range to be committing suicide. I thought it was a young person thing, but or older person thing.
Oh no,
very,
yeah.
I could see that, and especially in Nebraska. I've been in Nebraska a couple times, and I mean, you want to talk about white people? Those are the whitest of the white in Nebraska. So, you know, it might just be a lot harder for black men to get coochie out there.
It all goes back to that.
Hey, John, I'm telling you, man, it all comes back to coochie, man. It always comes back to coochie.
Oh man, sadly, there is some truth to that. We do have an exclusive update from Portia, our leading journalist here at the network.
Oh wow, okay.
One, we have the GoFundMe, but also Portia states that the TV station reported that the teenagers still had their airline tickets in their wallets when they were found dead. No weapon was found. Police have not released the identity of which brother shot whom first either. So there's a lot of question marks here still.
Wow.
That is interesting. That's very interesting.
So if people want to support, go ahead, HB.
No, I was just gonna say, who carries around a physical ticket still? Like, don't you just have it on your phone and scan it once you get there?
Exactly. Even that is weird. That's what I'm saying. Like that is strange. That is super strange. Like,
you get the physical ticket once you check in, right?
Right.
Typically, I mean, you can print it out at home, but these are 20-year-old. I don't expect them to be printing these tickets out at home, man. Like that's some like 45-year-old type behavior and up. Like that's old school, you know, flying.
Yeah, getting prepared and shit.
Yeah. That's what Stanley would do. You know, I have my ticket. I have my toothbrush. I'm ready to go.
Squared away.
Yeah,
he's squared away.
If folks want to support Kadir Nazir, there is a GoFundMe. We will put the link in the chat. As you can see, this GoFundMe was put together by the aunt, and this is this is tragic. I hope that they can bury these two with some justice and get some clarity on what happened to them.
Wait, you said it's put together by the aunt?
Yeah.
Interesting.
This lady here was in the news. She was the one with the reddish wig that was sitting towards the left. But yeah, that's the aunt.
Yeah, this is sad though. This is sad, especially to have your bodies found on the top of a mountain like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad.
I mean, they could have been listening to some Playboy Cardi and got into some of that cult stuff he was talking about, man. We just don't know. We just don't.
Yeah. I did listen to that Playboy Cardi album. Not the best. Not the best.
Really?
Did you find at least 4 songs that were decent?
Yeah. I found like a couple. I found a couple songs. I mean, maybe about 3 or 4 that I actually liked, but it wasn't a lot more hype than. But you know, it's not really music for me either. You know, I am waiting for that Stanley review of Playboy Cardi's album. I am waiting for that.
Did you hear the song with Drake? With a Kendrick Lamar on there?
Yeah.
What do you think about that song?
You know, I don't really like Kendrick at all.
Oh, okay.
I'm not the biggest Kendrick fan, but I mean, it was decent, but it wasn't that special though. Yeah.
Any lyrics stand out to you from Kendrick? Did he drop them bars on Drake said?
Nah. You know, Kendrick just, you know,
subliminal bars.
Yeah, he's out there in space with those 2 astronauts. You know.
Yeah, a bunch of subliminal bullshit. Like, just meet up and fight the nigga, man. Like, y'all really hate each other, man, like that. Like, god damn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna recite any of these bars. Hold on, I just want to see what I can find.
Playboy Cardi.
Put them BBSs on my declaration.
Yeah, see, Garian's in the age range, and he said it's mid. So yeah. Yeah, I wasn't too impressed either, Garian, honestly.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll keep the stories rolling then. We'll move
Yeah.
on to the next thing in bizarre news on this bizarre news Tuesday. Now this one happened about a week ago. Some people may have heard of this. Put a one in the chat if you've heard of well, I guess not young man, the man that was found trapped in his room for 20 years due to his mother. Anybody heard of this story?
I heard about that.
Yeah,
You
briefly.
know, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard for me to imagine that though. I don't know.
Well, we're about to find out here in a moment, man. Yeah, 20
Okay.
years. Apparently, well, I'm not going to give too much detail. We'll see here in a second.
Okay.
A fiery escape for a Connecticut man who investigators say was being held captive for 20 years. Police say the man in Waterbury intentionally started a fire in his room in order to escape. Prosecutors say the 32-year-old man's stepmother held him captive for those 20 years. That man was taken to the hospital weighing only 68 pounds.
He lit a fire with some hand sanitizer he recovered, some paper from a printer, and he lit that fire while he was locked in that room from the outside. He lit that fire knowing he could very well die, but he'd been locked in that room for 20 years, and for 20 years he's been trying to get out of that room.
The man's stepmother was arrested and is...
Hold on, run that back. Did y'all see the mom?
Yeah, she looked crazy.
Wow. She ain't look that old. How old is she? Dang.
Who knows? I think she's in her 60s. I think I seen that. Oh yeah. All right, I'll finish the clip. Then we can chat. There's only 3 seconds left.
Stepmother was arrested and is facing several charges, including assault.
So yeah, this story went viral a few days ago. This lady apparently has kept her son locked away in his room since he was 12 years old. There was a father involved, but he died, I believe, about 8 years ago. So he was a part of this crazy shit too. And this man did some damn MacGyver and decided, hey, I can use some hand sanitizer and some printer paper to get up out of this joint, start a fire, and that was the way they found him. There's actually footage of the body cam when they actually found him too. I'm gonna see if I can play some of that in a second. I gotta make sure it's appropriate though, so give me 1 second. But yeah, what do y'all think about that?
It kind of reminds me of that. Remember that family that had some children or something? Didn't they have some children in the basement or something? Remember that?
Yeah. The black kids. They were their own personal slaves down there.
How did that turn out? Were they really slaves, or was it something more to that story? I don't remember the story.
They weren't necessarily slaves, but there was like a racial aspect to it. It was like
okay.
You know, they wanted to abuse the black kids. Yeah. But man, I don't know, man. I just wonder what the mom was doing to him to keep him there. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this might have been something sexual, you know? Like the mom was doing some freaky stuff to him, kept him subdued all those years. And you know, he finally had enough once she got a little bit too old.
You think she at least would have fed him to give him some energy?
Yeah. He was just busting nuts, man. That's it. That was his only diet.
They said that he was surviving from drinking toilet water, and she would feed him like once every few days.
Damn.
And he was malnutritious. He weighed like, what did they say? He was under 100 pounds. I think he was like 80 pounds or something.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Man, I thought I was gonna be able to find the video on X, but it's all these news sites with all these ads on it. Let me see.
Alex Moore said, "Let the sun bust." Okay.
Salute to Alex. Salute to Brow, man. Hey.
Phoenix Fish said, "Can't get out of a bedroom for 20 years. You don't deserve freedom." I mean, you know, I think it was more of a mental prison, but I'm pretty sure she probably put some you know, probably locked it you know, probably have, you know, barricaded the door or something, you know.
He may have been mentally ill too, man. Come to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. At 12 years old, to not be able to escape or know how to,
right.
Absolutely. I mean, he escaped when he was 30. I think he's 32 now. 32, 33.
Wow.
Where is this damn video? I seen it earlier.
Yeah, that is weird, man. I don't know. Yeah, I do think this was something something sexually involved. I don't know. That mom was kind of hot, man. Kind of. Not like traditionally hot, but I don't know.
She didn't look too bad for her age.
Yeah.
What's up, Napster? I don't think I've ever seen Napster in the audience before. You ever seen Napster in the audience before?
Yeah, Napstar. I'm familiar with Napstar. Salute to Napstar.
Oh, Napstar. Yeah, Napstar. What's up, Napstar?
Yeah, I'm bringing some of my friends over. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do here. Now, this is coming from a news channel, but this is the body cam footage, or some of the body cam footage. But you know, you got these damn ads everywhere. Oh, come on.
Wendy's has a fresh JB.
Damn Wendy's. A good date. Go ahead and take your chick to get a 4 for $4 at Wendy's. She will appreciate it. You know, women love Frosties.
Yeah, they do.
Get your girl to eat all 4 of them.
Continuing coverage now of a disturbing story out of Connecticut. This woman, Kimberly Sullivan, is accused of holding her stepson captive in a Waterbury home for 20 years. He allegedly set a fire, which is when he told first responders what happened. Today, we got a hold of the 911 call Sullivan made.
Ma'am, what's up the TV, I don't know. My son, a stepson, is in his room, and I don't know. He did something with the TV. I was sleeping. I fell asleep.
See flames or smoke?
Yes.
The man who is allegedly being held hostage told police that he set the fire on purpose to escape. Sullivan denies the charges. We also have new body camera video that shows the response to the call. Here's Sullivan.
Who else is in here?
My stepson is in here.
It won't let me because I got to pay for the subscription. Oh, nope, never mind.
Yeah.
There we go.
How many other people?
Listen, that's it. I have 2 cats.
Everybody's out?
Yes.
But your stepson's still inside?
Yeah, he's right here.
Okay,
yes.
come out. Come down the road. Come on.
Did she say her stepson?
Sullivan's stepson's name is not being released. We do know that he was pulled from Waterbury schools back in 2004. He's 32 years old right now. At the time of the rescue, he weighed just 68 pounds.
Damn.
Sullivan is facing several charges. She was released on bond and is due back in court later this month.
Damn.
Wow.
I don't know where is he living now. He probably need to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about group homes a couple of days ago. That's where he's going to end up.
He's headed.
Yeah, he needs supportive living. Yeah. He's probably in the hospital. Malnutrition. Yeah.
He's gonna be there for a while. Damn, that is crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna have a fucked up life now. It's gonna be pretty. Yes.
You don't think his life was already
just moving forward. I mean, it was bad, but like moving forward, like, man, the guy is gonna struggle.
You gotta get his weight up.
Yeah, he needs some insurance, man. Gotta get some.
Oh boy.
Yo, once he like
32, right? 32, right?
Yeah, he's 32 now. He's 32 now. Oh, he made a MacGyver escape, man. I don't know what made him think to put the hand sanitizer with the printer paper, but that shit worked, and I'm glad that he did.
That was pretty smart. Yeah, you printed it.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to hear his story though. Like what he had to go through. Because I'm telling you, I don't know why, but I really do think there was something sexual going on. Because he was a stepson. That was his stepmom.
Oh yeah, that is true. Damn, what was the father? Maybe he's dead or something.
The father died a few years ago. I'll read some of the article. They have a little bit of more information than the actual news story. So it says first responders then encountered her walking down the road. Okay, I'm kind of skipping through. As they walked, Sullivan's voice concerned about her dog. So the woman, the mom, their last name is Sullivan. So she's screaming, walking down the road. She's concerned about the dog. The first responder is shown carrying the stepson towards the ambulance, and he put him inside. The 32-year-old man told authorities that his confinement began when he was about 11 years old. He said that he was locked in a room without heat or air conditioning nearly all day and night and given limited water and food. He weighed only 69 pounds when he was rescued and is diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and depression. Sullivan, the mother, 56 years old, faces charges of kidnapping, cruelty, and other crimes. Her lawyer said that the damn article just reset. The lawyer said that she denies any wrongdoing and that she was released pending a hearing. The man's father died last year, and his biological mother has not been a part of his life. The authorities said that the man has. I hate these damn articles, man. Hold on, it keeps like updating the ads and shifting around. The father passed later. The authorities say that the man and Sullivan lived in the home that was set on fire. Police have begun their investigation into how years of alleged abuse could not have happened without no one noticing. Like, what do you all think about that? How could no one notice that this young man? I mean, this is his stepmother, so we can take that into account. Did anybody remember that movie with the evil stepmom back in the day? Damn, what was that movie called? What was that damn movie called? Mom was doing all types of crazy shit to the kid. And then we have the dad passed away last year, so he was a part of this, even though he's dead. He was a part of this because this person was locked up for 20 plus years. The biological mom's not in the picture, so she's hands off and disappeared. But what about other family members? I mean, 20 years, you got holidays, birthdays, curiosities. Like, did he graduate from school? What happened to him? Like, no one's.
That is interesting. Damn.
Mommy dearest. Yes. Thank you, Roller Skater Texas Girl.
Made me think maybe the father was sick too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was sick. She probably taking care of him. I wonder if she was getting SSI benefits, Social Security for the man while he was still dead. Some kind of, I bet you there was some kind of payments being made for these people. If the child was disabled, she's probably getting disability payments, and they locked his ass up in a room.
Yeah, you would have to get something. I mean, she's eating somehow. He ain't eating, but she's eating somehow.
Yeah, that's what I would imagine. Something like that.
Wow,
that's interesting. Like the second case. What was this right here?
This was in New England.
Oh wow, okay.
So both our stories have New England connection so far. Something's happening. I know it's St. Patrick's Day week.
What's going on?
My Lord, what's going on? Where's Latino for Trump? What is he doing?
Yeah,
putting bodies in the mountain. Maybe he did it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is weird. Do you guys think that since he is a male, there's gonna be like less sympathy for him? Like if this was a woman, this would definitely be like headline news, like it would be everywhere. But do you think since he's a guy, people are gonna be like, why didn't you just escape? Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Especially being held by a woman, unless he's disabled. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I can think that makes sense. Like he's disabled and they're not physically able to get away. If that is the case, man, they're gonna put some charges on her.
Oh yeah. Well, he has to be physically disabled. He's 32, 69 pounds, man. Like that's like just your brain cannot function without he doesn't have enough nutrients to even have the regular brain develop. He's probably got the IQ of like 40.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Like you're looking at mental retardation at that point.
Damn.
Oh man.
Just from being malnourished over 20 years too, man. Yeah.
And she really destroyed him, literally.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why when I was talking about he's gonna be in a group home, I wasn't joking. Like he's gonna need assisted living for the rest of his life. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
That is pretty insane. I don't know, man. Well, at least he's alive. At least he's got that. I don't know for how much longer, but at least he's got that. Wonder what he's gonna do now for the rest of his life. You think? It's not like he can just go get a job or something. Like what? What's he gonna do?
He's gonna be a ward of the state.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Yeah, he's gonna have to get. He might have. Could get Social Security for just disability, and then that's how they'll pay for his services. But somebody's gonna have to take him in until he's done. It's sad, but this is what happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, that's very true.
Gary wants to know: would it be more humane for him to end it?
In some societies, yes. In this society, no.
Yeah, I don't know about ending it, Gary. And I mean, he made it out, man. He figured it out. He finally figured it out after 20 years. You know.
Well, he had every opportunity to kill himself. He had every opportunity to kill himself.
Yeah.
And so clearly, there's a will to live. You know what I'm saying? That's a personal decision, I guess.
Or maybe not. Maybe he set the fire to burn all that shit down and take everybody out with him, and we don't know. Yeah.
It very well could have been the case too.
You might have said, "F all this. I'm burning the whole shit down. Let's go." Ooh, man. Somebody pay for him a wife in Thailand. Well, they'll weigh about the same amount of pounds, so that might be a good idea. Get him a lady boy.
Yeah. Go straight to gay. Oh yeah, this would be a really terrible story. He turned out to be gay. Oh man.
Oh man. Well, I mean, how do you find if you're gay or not? If you've been stuck for 20 years since you were 12, I mean, what is sex at that point?
You don't need to be having it. Sure.
Yeah. I'm guessing probably the only people he had sex with was his mom and dad, probably.
Lord.
Hopefully.
Oh man.
He got some experience, but not the best kind of experience.
Yo, I see that guy Jonathan Majors is back in the news, man. You remember that fool?
Oh, yeah. What happened?
Oh,
Give us an update.
Speaking of that, yeah. It's a good.
He gonna strangle somebody else.
Oh, another. Was it another woman or another man? Was it a man?
Yeah. So he strangled his ex-girlfriend. I guess they got him on audio saying, I don't even know who the hell he is, to be honest with you. But he's an actor. Apparently, he strangled his girlfriend during a fight. And apparently, they got him. Rolling Stone obtained audio of him admitting to strangling her. And he's got a strangulation problem.
Yeah. Something with those. And I'm assuming this was a white woman that he strangled.
Let me see. Probably so.
Let's see what I can find too.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors has an issue with putting hands on these white women. I don't know what his problem is, but and he kind of uses like Megan Good as like his black beard or something. I don't know. But he really loves putting hands on those white women. I don't know what his issue is.
Here we go.
Hollywood gave him a second chance. So.
It looked like this happened before the first one, but now they have proof that he's done it again. Like, I don't know. It's strangulation of a woman. I just saw that.
Yeah, he's got to stop. He's got to stop that.
I'll pull up a link here in a second. Give me 1 second. See if we can listen to the audio.
Yeah, he's kind of violent. I think it might be those that he's probably on some sort of steroid or something. I think it might be roid rage. It might be roid rage.
Hey, Universal White. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you don't think that he's just fighting white supremacy by, striking these white women back?
Nah. I heard that nigga with that first girl he got in trouble with. I heard the audio. This nigga told a white woman, matter of fact, he told a white woman, I need you to be more like Coretta Scott King. That's when I knew the nigga was crazy. How you gonna tell a white woman to be more like Coretta Scott King, man? Are you fucking insane?
That is kind of weird.
That is weird as hell. I was like, yeah, this nigga Jonathan Majors is crazy, man.
Another hot topic, right? Go ahead, HB.
No, he was really good in that movie. The third Rocky movie. He was in that one. I thought he did a really good job in that movie, though.
Universal is a topic you and HB probably might find interesting. We've seen like a purging of like Joy Reid out of MSNBC, and what's that bald head woman, Simone Sanders? She just said,
"Yeah,
since I'm out of the Democrat Party, I'm out."
She dipped out. Announced
it live on TV. I think she shocked her panel and said, "You know what? I'm out." And we'll talk about this later, man. But it's like that's very interesting. The cracks in the blacks. Where first it started with the men, and now you got Simone Sanders bailing from the Democrat Party live on air. Very interesting. Things are shaping up around here.
Yeah, I think there's frustration, man. The regular old narratives aren't working as well. I think this crack, we were seeing this already. We've seen it with how, we've seen this sway in the dialogue where we have more black men leaning towards Trump or just not towards Democrats. And it wasn't your regular suspects, what we get, the coons that everybody likes to talk about. These were like hood niggas. It was like, we rolling with Trump. Like that changed the narrative. And now you're seeing a lot of frustration because one, Kamala didn't win the election. And two, people are actually starting to question things that they normally wouldn't question. You can't just throw white supremacy out there and have everybody being blind. Now, there's still a lot of folks out there like that, but now people are actually being a little bit more curious about what does all this mean for me?
Do you think, let me ask you guys a question. I know we're a little bit off topic here. I hope you don't mind.
No, you're good. I'll pull it back up.
Does it help this Trump being a strong man? Like, could a weak man have done this?
No.
He's causing a lot of turmoil within the Democrat Party,
Yeah, nah, I don't think so. Especially too, how much Trump was always kind of promoted, like, to the hood, like Trump was always kind of like I want to grow up and be like Trump. And it's kind of like you can't just switch it on us, And I would hear stories from back in like the 90s. Trump would be hanging out in the tunnel in New York and stuff.
Yeah.
No security.
Yeah.
Like, it's stuff like that you can't just erase and say white supremacy. You can't just do that.
Right.
And I think especially with like, the whole manosphere and the red pill, like black men are, just men in general. Like, we not, being led with our dicks as much as they want us to be.
Let me ask you this, HB Universal, while we pulling up the next topic here. The black women, their day in the sun kind of is going by, and they really couldn't harness it when they had the opportunity. One could reasonably say. Like, Jasmine Crockett has been given every opportunity to be that next Democrat star. Ayanna Pressley. All these women have been given opportunities, I think, to take that next step, but I think they can't do it. And the Democrats are basically saying, you know what, Joy, you can do it on TV. And Simone, Joy, she said, fucking, I'm out. And the Jasmine Crockett's of the world, they're just not national enough. And the Democrats need a national politician, someone that can play the role. And so yesterday I saw that the three leading politicians, Democrats for the president, are all white men. And
I wonder why.
And that's kind of going to be hard, I would imagine, for Simone Sanders to take. Go ahead, Universe.
Nope, I was just pulling up Jasmine while we were talking to give some visuals. No, but I'm not surprised to hear that the leading candidates right now are three white men. You need somebody to counter and to reach, more quote unquote universal group. Jasmine Crockett is too busy trying to facilitate the cookout to become a national politician. She wants everything to be black on black on black. That's not going to work in this world. And as much as they're crying about DEI falling apart, they don't even practice what they preach. You need to have a more universal approach to politics and try to offer something to all ethnicities. It can't just be, I'm black and I'm going to force blackness down your throat, and that's what you need to accept. That's not going to work anymore. We've moved way beyond that. They're using politics from 20 years ago, and now and really local politics, local political tactics in a national platform. That's not going to work.
Yeah, and I think the biggest issue too is the I hate to say it, but I think the weave is like the biggest issue. There has been like a I don't mind the weave, but when you're talking about leadership, I don't think you want your leader to have a weave on. And I think a lot of people are starting to kind of equate the weaves with bad leadership. And yeah, it's just the optics, what they stand for. It's all negative, man. It's all I think there's just a really big just a pushback against the weave culture. And yeah,
I think all these I think just their attitude, that sass, I think they literally legitimately gave any of those sisters, Ayanna Presley, AOC, the opportunity to take the next step up, and I think they just couldn't do it.
Really important message.
They didn't feel their base, Go ahead,
yeah, look at that weave, man. I just couldn't see voting that weave in the White House at all. Look at that thing.
Now this is in Texas, man. It's hot down there, man. Come on, give her a little. Come on, man. Give her a little wiggle room.
That hair gonna be hot up on that wig.
Now she ain't going swimming, and don't you pull that hair during those fun activities now. Now, Virgo, I see you in the chat hating as usual. And yeah, I would send Jasmine Crockett a laptop, but her mentality is too messed up. I'm good. But she can definitely get it for sure.
She got enough to get her on.
Yeah. She can give me a laptop. Shoot. But man, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not surprised that the Democrats are moving.
Because as I was just telling somebody,
the Democrats are moving towards having more white men, because honestly, they bashed them for so many years. They're going to need some sort of white man to compete against whatever the Republicans bring up next after Trump, whether that's JD Vance or not. They're going to need something that can at least compare and pull some more of that sway back towards their side. This is not going to get, look at it, like this, the mannerisms, it's not going to work, man. It's just not going to work. We're not even listening to her, but just look at this.
Let me ask you this, University. I forgot what I was about to ask you. I forgot what I was about to say. But yeah, just looking at her right now, she can't go national here. I think that the Democrats are in real serious trouble. Here's what I was going to say. If I told you that one of the leading men to be president, to be the candidate for the Democrats was a gay white man, how do you think the blacks will take that? Buttigieg.
Right now, absolutely not. No, we are way too anti-homosexual to take a gay candidate right now.
How do you think the black women would take it? I know the black men probably are not going to accept that, but how do you think the black women would take that?
It depends. Yeah, well, go ahead, HB. I'll let HB hop in.
Well,
he might be in a bad spot. I think it depends on the type of gay white guy it is. If he kind of has some of that cool factor to him, where he can be like, "Girl, honey, girl," like if he got some of that type, they'll take him. But if he's a straight up just like white man who's gay, absolutely not. White supremacy. They're not going to do it.
You think that the black women will vote for a gay man?
If he has some of that sister girl swag, yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
That's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. Because you can see the three candidates. I think Tim Walz is one of them. Buttigieg is the other. These are very, very, kind of effeminate like men. Damn, that's interesting.
Yeah, John, I don't think they can. I don't think they can put a queer in the White House, man. I just don't see it. I don't see it, man. I can't see it.
I could see them running one though.
Running one. Yeah, winning is different. Running it, maybe.
How about
no, I can't even see him. I can't even see him running it, man. It's just too hard of a sell. I could see a woman getting in the White House before two gay guys getting in the White House.
Or how about just one gay guy? Is it like a VP? You think Buttigieg? I can
Yeah,
make a.
but it's gonna be the first lady though. You gotta have a.
You didn't see him in the hospital after he had his baby.
No.
Oh yeah. I seen that.
I think that would be a first lady. One of them,
John, we gonna have the first president to die of AIDS. That'd be crazy.
Oh,
the first president. President.
Oh, well, they'll be working on a vaccine for that. They'll be working on a vaccine. Don't you worry.
President
but,
prep.
But I seriously believe, I'm going to make my case to Buttigieg. If you don't mind, I can do it in 30 seconds.
Yeah, go for it.
They set him up to be VP, bro, or he set himself up. If you look at where they put him at, what was he, Department of Transportation? That's a pretty important position where you don't really make waves, but you gain a lot of organizational leadership responsibility. It's a national position, right? It has a lot of influence all over the country. He can say he successfully ran it without any scandals. He probably built a lot of roads and highways and shit like that under his watch. Man, he can make the case. At least as a VP young man, it sounds good enough to me. He has as much experience as he actually has more experience than Barack Obama at this point in time. Yeah. You could easily make a case for Pete Buttigieg, at least as a VP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't see it, John, man.
We're gonna
see. I just think it's gonna be hard for most, even Democrats. I just think it's gonna be hard for them to vote for somebody that's having, anal sex. It's hard to like follow a leadership of a guy, knowing that he's put cock in his mouth. I don't know.
Well, as they move I think clearly white women will vote for a gay man, right? University just said a lot of black women.
I can see black women vote for a gay man. I can't see white women voting for a gay man.
I wonder how he did in the primaries. Did he do better than Kamala in the first Democrat primary? Because she dropped out pretty early. I wonder how long did he last? He probably lasted just as long as she did in the initial primary. He could definitely raise money. Right? He could definitely raise money. He could raise money now.
I'm telling you, John, I think what's going to end up happening is the Democrats, they're going to have to pull out a celebrity. What I'm thinking is going to end up happening is probably Kim Kardashian's going to end up running on the Democrat.
All right. You pick Kim. Who you got, John? Who's the celebrity pick for you? I got one in mind too.
Celebrity.
Yep,
Stephen A.
Smith. Who? Say it one more time.
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith. All right, so we got
that's a good one.
Stephen
That's a good
A.
one too.
Stephen A. We got Kim Kardashian. I'm gonna go with The Rock. I think The Rock is still one that they might try to finagle it back into this.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
I can see The Rock too. Yeah, I can see The Rock.
I mean, just those three alone sound better than these four right here. I mean,
yeah, seriously. Like, honestly, I'm not mad at all of them. Like, I could see the pros and cons with all of them, honestly.
Hey, University, can you pull up that headline talking about Buttigieg, Waltz, and I can't remember who the other guy was.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Give me 1 second.
That would be interesting.
Jerry said Dr. Umar. Aww.
Oh, well, you got to pay his child support first,
When you look at those men, you start to see you may see a pattern there of probably where they're going. Win, lose, or draw. I think they have to go white guy, even if he's gay. And just look at the people. And matter of fact, you don't even look at them. Who on the minority side could they run other than maybe the Castro brothers? I don't know all the Democrats, but maybe the Castro brothers, somebody like that.
I'm not seeing anything new, John. The latest article I'm finding with both of them is from October.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to find it. But anyway,
let me go to Twitter, see if I can find anything on Twitter.
I mean, anyway, I don't think they've done a good job of identifying and nurturing their minority talent. Even though they've highlighted and promoted minority talent so much, they've more or less just put them in positions, allowed them to act like Jasmine Crockett, but haven't, found the ones that they could mold and, build up. It's kind of like, a high school football player. It ain't just on the field that he got to learn, right? You see the Shadua or Sanders, he's pretty media savvy. I think Universal has talked about this. Mm-hmm. And Jasmine Crockett, they have not taken her under their wing and given her that media savvy, or maybe she's rejected it to stay true to her people. And so she's they just don't really have anyone on that minority side, at least on the black side that I see. And hence you see them either going more ghetto or doing the Simone Sanders and just crashing out of the Democrat Party altogether. She just wasn't attractive enough to be mainstream TV. A black woman with a bald head, that shit don't work. That shit don't work. Yeah.
Yeah, if she put a wig on, I could kind of see it, but she's so anti being, feminine. She just couldn't just put a wig on,
And she's big too, she's
yeah, she is a big woman,
Big back. Yeah.
Hey,
Simpson said it was JB Pritzker.
Oh yeah, JB Pritzker. And there's a video out on Pritzker right now where he's talking about he wants. I've talked about Pritzker here on the stream, where he really goes hard into the LGBT. He spent billions of dollars on that. And there's a video out on YouTube, on Twitter right now of him talking about, pushing the pedal to the metal on LGBT funding, things like that. There's big money in that somewhere, because for the most part, it's a lifetime subscription to the pharmaceutical companies. Once you start doing transitioning, boy, you're on the hook forever.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not finding what you were talking about, John. So we'll have to pull up on the next episode.
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead. What's your next topic, University?
Well, we have been talking about this morning for folks who just joined us. Thanks for joining the morning roast. We've been talking about just some of the bizarre things that have been happening over the last few days here in the United States. We started off with the story of two twins that were found in the mountains of Georgia who were supposed to be headed on to Boston, your way, Latinos for Trump, but they ended up dead in a apparent murder-suicide, but the family is questioning if that is truly what happened. And then also your way, Latinos for Trump. We don't know what's going on with you and your New Englanders, but be safe up there. We were talking about the 32-year-old man who was trapped in his room for 20 years by his stepmother and found his way out by setting fire to the house. So those have been the two main stories that we covered today. The next story, I lost the Jonathan Majors thing. We'll come back to that later. The next story that we have in our bizarre news is the Texas embalmer who's charged with castrating a dead sex offender.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna pull this up here in a second. You got to be careful, man. There's some crazy people out here. They'll get you even when you're dead. Even when you're dead, they'll get you.
Yeah.
Here's the story.
The story was wild.
Minnesota residents are going to be happy to hear this. It just came out.
They got me with the ad. All right, there we go.
Charges tonight, accused of brutally mutilating a corpse. Fox 26 was the only station in the courtroom after she surrendered to investigators.
All right, before we continue, we are the guy version of The View. We'll call this The Perspective. Smash or pass. What are we doing right here?
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely good enough.
Yeah.
She's getting a laptop. Let's go.
Yeah. She's pretty hot. Yeah.
This guy looks like he could be my brother.
She might get a dead cop from the university.
What do you think her race is? You think she's some sort of Spanish or something?
This is Houston, so she's definitely one of those white Latinas for sure. For sure.
Hey, any one of you guys ever watch them? What they call them motherfuckers? telenovelas or whatever the fuck. Man, you can watch this.
Oh
shit,
yeah. Whenever I go to like the Mexican restaurants, they be playing them, man. And the women on those shows, man, I don't know what the hell they be talking about, but them bitches bad, man.
The Democrats need to learn some lessons from them. Shit, let's get it up.
Seriously, man.
Hey, instead of BET, watch this.
Yeah.
Ain't no English being spoken on either channel.
And we don't care.
What the hell they be talking about?
Let me warn you, the details of this we were talking about in the newsroom here, they are quite disturbing. Fox 26's Jonathan Mejia is live for us in Bel Air with the details. Jonathan.
Very disturbing. In fact, law enforcement says this is a bizarre case. Now, this woman, she was working as an embalmer at this mortuary service right behind me. That's when investigators say she cut off the genitals of a deceased man, then placed it in his mouth.
Oh!
And everybody deserves to go out of this world and into the next.
What?
You know, without this kind of trauma, without this kind of stuff going on. So it was a very, very odd case.
This is 34-year-old Amber Laudermilk. She is facing felony charges for abuse to a corpse. Now, the victim, according to court documents, was 58-year-old Charles Rodriguez. The documents say that Laudermilk cut his penis, then put it in his mouth. Rodriguez's family says he was a registered sex offender.
Wait.
Investigators say Laudermilk did this in front of apprentices at the mortuary.
Wait, his other Negro cut a Hispanic man dick off.
Man, I don't know. She might be an Afro-Latina.
Put it in his mouth.
What's her
Louder
name?
milk. That ain't louder milk.
I don't know why, John, but this story for some reason, I don't know what it is, but it's kind of hot for some reason. I don't know.
What she put it in her mouth?
Oh, maybe she did.
Yo,
Maybe
she put it in her mouth. That would be insane.
You're a better.
Yeah, that's what I said. She looked Latina to me too. She might be an Afro-Latina. This is Houston. They got a lot of variants down there. Variations.
She's I don't know, man. She's kind of hot, man. I don't know, like in a plump kind of way, but
we got to get her name. We'll get her name. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit. So we can,
Louder milk.
All right, here we go.
Very, very odd case.
This is 34-year-old Amber Laudermilk. She is facing felony charges for abuse to a corpse. Now, the victim, according to court documents, was 58-year-old Charles Rodriguez. The documents say that Laudermilk cut his penis, then put it in his mouth. Rodriguez's family says he was a registered sex offender. Investigators say Laudermilk did this in front of apprentices at the mortuary services where she was working. How did this all come to light?
The Texas Funeral Service Commission, there were people present. This defendant was an instructor on embalming.
You think she black?
Man, as soon as they said she didn't give a fuck and cut the dick off in front of other people, I said, man, that's okay.
Sister.
She, the sister, did that.
And she put the stunner shades on that court. She really did.
You know my sister.
Jesus. Yeah, she looks Dominican. Brown man would know. That's his people. Oh my God. Wow.
In front of apprentices at the mortuary services where she was working. How did this all come to light?
The Texas Funeral Service Commission, there were people present. This defendant was an instructor on embalming and was teaching a class and did this in front of the class.
There it is.
She threatened them not to obviously say anything.
There it is.
But
is.
That's what makes it more bizarre. She didn't do it in private. She did it in front of other people.
Yeah.
Do we know if she has done this before?
Not that we're aware of that she's done this before, and I really don't know a whole lot about her past.
How do you find out?
There may be something there.
Yeah.
In her past that led to her.
Wait a minute. She's instructing the class.
DI, man.
And does this in front of the class, then threatens the students.
DI.
Hey, man. Hey, Universal, if a woman cuts somebody's dick off in front of me and says, don't say nothing, I ain't saying nothing, man.
Exactly. I'm scared.
I'm scared as shit, man.
I want to get my grade, and I don't want to be next.
Did we get her name? What was her name? What was her name?
Amber Laudermilk. I don't know how to spell Laudermilk. I got to figure that
I
part
can
out. But
louder milk. Amber.
Oh my goodness, she did it in front of a class. It's crazy.
Yeah. I got a feeling this wasn't her first rodeo either, man. You don't just wake up one day and say you want to cut a dick off.
No, man.
That's
hey, man.
She's probably done that.
Is it like
She's probably done that to a lot of guys.
Yeah, they got to dig up some bodies here.
Oh man! Wow. All right, I'm gonna keep rolling it here while we try to find this woman. Jeez.
Acting out misbehavior, I don't know. But it's a very bizarre case.
Any indication what her motives were? Like, did she know this deceased person?
She did not know this decedent. She, I'm not 100% sure. She may have had some kind of issue in her past relative to a sexual assault. I don't know. I don't know what was in her mind. All I know is that you cannot abuse a corpse.
Laudermilk faces up to 2 years in prison if convicted and is currently under a $5,000 bond.
All I know is that you cannot abuse a corpse. Once someone's deceased, you can't mutilate this corpse the way that she did. It was horrible.
Laudermilk's embalmer's license is currently suspended and is under review by the Texas Funeral Service Commission to be permanently revoked. For now, reporting live in Bel Air, Jonathan Mejia, Fox 26 News.
Wow.
Damn. Yeah, that's what
Virgo said this is very common in the Caribbean and Haitian culture. You know, that's one of the reasons I'd never date a Haitian woman, but you know, I'm a little torn on this because obviously the guy was some sort of sexual deviant sex offender, you know. So I'm not like mad at her for doing it, but you know, you do have to be a professional. You can't just go around cutting people's cocks off. But I understand the sentiment, definitely.
Right. Agreed. Yeah, it makes sense. But
did she know that he was a sex offender? I don't think she knew.
I think she knew. I think she
did too. I think that was part of her motive.
Yeah.
That'd be
I think she definitely knew.
But damn, what explains her doing it in front of all those people? Like, that's stupidity right there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if she's black, you know, who gonna check me, boo? That's what explains it to me. Who gonna check me, boo?
Because honestly, I could see Virgo doing something like that. You know, cut a guy's cock off in front of everybody. Motherfucker. Yeah, see what I mean? Virgo, you cheat on Virgo, she's taking it off while you alive. Fuck her.
He said with their teeth. Oh man, I was thinking more of the Raina Bobbitt style.
Virgo not even gonna cut it off. She gonna snatch it off like a celery stalk. She just gonna just crack that motherfucker off.
And bite it. Oh Lord. Oh man. Did you guys want to cycle back and hear a little bit of this Jonathan Majors conversation?
Yeah.
Or this audio? All right, I did pull up the audio.
Let's check out what how crazy. I'm telling you, this nigga Jonathan Majors is insane, man.
Yeah, I think he's a nutcase. A lot. You were in the film. I mean, you've done some film stuff. Like those theater kids were always kind of bizarre kids to me.
Oh
so
yeah. They're very eccentric. Very eccentric.
It's a different group. All right, here's the clip of Jonathan Majors admitting to strangling his ex-girlfriend in a newly unearthed audio.
I'm ashamed. I've never wrestled with a woman before. Okay, it's just I've never aggressed. Like
You strangled me and pushed me against the car.
All those things are under aggressed.
Yeah.
You know, like that's never happened to me. So I
Because I said something sarcastically, if in your eyes.
Clearly, it's more than that.
Yeah.
Clearly, that
Something inside of you.
Yeah, towards you.
What do you think about the term "I aggressed you"? That sounds like some legal jargon. I aggressed
Yeah, it does. Like it's covering his bases, doesn't it? I aggressed you.
She sounded hot though. The accent was nice.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
He was trying to back that up. Look, I aggressed you. I ain't choke your ass out, bitch. Like I aggressed you. Just so you know, man. Yeah, he's obviously got some issues, man. But like I said, for folks who went to school, if you ever, especially college, I think that's where it really starts to shine. And you've been around those theater kids. That's a very eclectic, interesting group, man. They be doing all types of weird shit, and I'm not surprised. Folks like him who get into acting end up in these types of dynamics where uncontrollable emotions, aggressing people, or being aggressive. I'm not surprised to hear that.
I think too, it's his fetish for white women that really kind of makes him even more aggressive. That pearly white skin, it can turn a man into a beast. White women too, they're a lot more. Black women get a bad rap for being all mouthy and shit, but white women are. They're a lot more surgical with it,
Yeah,
like
they're conniving.
Yeah, they can make you want to kill them. Black women, they make you want to slap them around and stuff, but white women will make you want to kill them and the family. You know how they get down.
Yeah, well, black women fight you back. That's why you can't just get straight to killing. You gotta square up.
That's that. You got to run the fade with a black woman, but
Exactly.
white women, you gotta kill that bitch.
You gotta take her ass off.
Kill her and the offspring, man. Fuck it.
Now we get a lot of shit for talking about black women around here. I think we could take a moment to talk about the deviousness of white women. They are conniving. I think that white women have a long history that's documented of some of their crazy ass behaviors that lead to destructions of countries, towns, homes, all types of things. So, they don't duck any smoke either. And we've seen it just recently with the whole Karen epidemic over the last few years. We see white women just going, over the top. They have a lot of entitlement. They have a lot of issues around control, and when they feel like their backs are against the wall, they will burn everything down. So you got to be careful with these milk of magnesia queens as well.
And just look at this situation too. She's like recording him, so she's already untrustworthy. He's thinking he's crazy. She's over here recording their personal conversations and stuff like this. Man, I stay away from white women, man. Honestly, I can't trust them. I can't trust them. Just never know, man. John, even that story you were talking about with your wasn't it? Aren't they white? The 70-year-old, the guy that left, or his wife left him at 70.
Oh yeah. Jewish, by the way.
Yeah. See,
exactly.
man.
Yeah,
man. Nah, I couldn't.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's
speaking
tough,
of some people getting together, Universal was telling me, I think he sent us a text about a couple quarterbacks tied the knot. And one of them, he went all in. You want to talk about that, Universal? You on mute, by the way. One of them.
I didn't know I was on mute. Yeah. We'll start with him. I'm gonna pull him up here in a second. For folks, it's that time of the year where sports it's starting to slow down a tad bit. We are entering March Madness, so by the way, if anybody wants to do a bracket, hit me up. We can definitely get a Urban Landlord bracket thing going on. We don't got a lot of time. We got to get started like today, so. If you want to do that, but we're getting ready for the NBA playoffs, the NFL draft. It's off season, right? It's not the peak season of sports. We're kind of getting to off season. So during off season, what happens? Players get out. They're hitting yachts, they're hitting thoughts, and they're also putting rings on it. And who better than the new face of the NFL, the handsome face, Jalen Hurts. He put a ring on it.
Wow.
She's
Wow.
Put a ring on it. Oh yeah, he got himself a baddie. He got himself a salute to him. Yep, we're gonna get to that one next, Nas. We're gonna get to that one next. So he put a ring on it. Congratulations to Jalen Hurts and his longtime sweetheart, Brianna Burrows, soon to be Brianna Hurts, as they tied the knot. And one of the things that stood out in this story is that he or they have selected not to have a prenup. So that that record-breaking contract that he just signed and that Super Bowl win that he's coming off a high on, you know, if this doesn't work out, it may all be in jeopardy. But for now, we are going to celebrate Black love, and we are going to give him a black fist in the air, brother. Salute.
No prenup. No prenup.
Yeah, this is gonna end horribly. This is gonna. She's not even look at this picture. She's not even looking at him. She's looking at his bank account right now.
She's looking at his throat because she's about to step on that shit.
Yeah. Oh man, what up?
I mean, like these niggas should have listened to the show yesterday. Nigga, you didn't have to do this. You didn't have to do this. You could have had her for free, young man. You could have had her for free. Now you just probably paid about $100 million. Right? She could go to a financial planner right now.
Yep.
And say, hey, I'm married to somebody. Like, what is the present value when my likely divorce is gonna be? Can I get the money right now? You probably would bet that.
Oh my goodness.
Because she probably has what would you say, 10 years till she cashes in on what, half of $200 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably worth about $85 million a day.
Now, Jalen's pretty young for a quarterback. So, you know, he just got his big contract last year. He ended up being the top paid quarterback at that time. He's already been eclipsed since, but he's probably going to get another big time contract before it's all over. So, yeah. Man, it's a risk to take, but, you know, this is the love of his life, and he's willing to risk it all.
But do you not? What would possess you not sign a prenup?
Blind faith.
Yeah. You know, I feel like, especially a woman that actually loves you, you're worth that type of money. I feel like she would want you to sign a prenup. You know, that might have actually been what got him not to sign it. She probably was like, you know, baby, sign the prenup. He was like, you got me. I'm not even gonna do it. You know.
That's some reverse psychology shit.
Yeah. She probably tricked him. You know, now Universal. Now that I think about it, you know, you remember with the Zion Williams situation. Yeah. Now I can kind of understand. You know, Mariah Mills is probably a lot less cheaper than going this route.
Yes. Yeah, I'll give you 10 bands a month than 100 million in 10 years, and all the stress.
Yeah.
What's the background story in this woman right here? She's probably ain't got a good story, I would imagine. He wouldn't marry a floozy.
No, yeah. I think she's a former athlete. I forgot where they met. I don't know. I forgot where they met. I knew a little bit about this. What is it?
Damn, she
seems like a good woman though. But you know how these things go, unfortunately. But
jeez,
I don't think she's just some dot he flew out and fell in love with. Like, they actually have a pretty good bond and relationship.
Yeah, I think they've been together for a while, but wow, that's
boy, man. Well,
man, this money will soon.
Yeah, will soon part. Let's see. We actually have a couple of Black love announcements. We're gonna pull up the next here in a moment. So this is Jalen Hurts. Again, he's gonna be the new face. Him and our boy from Kansas City are gonna be the two faces of the league, but a former face of the league also got engaged. And he was the face of the league not for good things, but for things that kept him relieved. Deshaun Watson, he is now also engaged to a baddie. Jill Anas, I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. This is a happy couple. They got engaged recently. For folks who are not familiar with Deshaun Watson, he was actually considered to be the Jordan of football as he entered the NFL from Clemson University. He was supposed to be who Jalen Hurts is today, but unfortunately, he had also two record-breaking contracts as well. He fell from the limelight a few years ago when it came out that he was getting happy endings with multiple women with multiple massages, and kind of ended his career with the Houston Texans. They shipped him to the Cleveland Browns, and he hasn't been the same since. It's probably because his regiment was off. But his girlfriend who stood by him.
Wait a minute, it wasn't happy endings, was it? He was like just pulling his fingers out, right?
Well, it was happy beginnings, happy endings. It was a little something in the middle. It was a little bit of everything. I mean, he was paying for it all.
Yeah. He didn't go through the right channels as far as the happy endings. Like, we know if you want a good happy ending, you go to the Chinese massage parlors. You know,
like Robert Kraft.
Yeah. He went to the right place. You go to them. You know, you don't say anything when you walk in, but you know they will. And you know, this is all alleged. I don't know, but you know, you get your massage, and you know they'll ask you to turn around, and you know you make a little hand gesture, and you either accept or decline, and you know they'll say, "Oh, like a volcano, oh,
splash, splash, oh,
that's a big one, oh, the biggest I ever seen, oh." They'll bring you in a hot towel and a bottle of water, and go on with your day like nothing happened. Yeah,
send you your way. Hey.
You're a new man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, we have someone on the panel who has walked into one recently. John, you want to give us any exclusives? What did you see? What did you hear? How did it smell, John? What happened?
Oh man, it was nice and clean in there. You saw the video. It was nice and
there you
clean.
go. Yeah, sterilized.
Bed was made.
See, there you go.
Hospitable.
There you go, gentlemen. So if you want to get it done right, do not follow the Deshaun Watson route. Go ahead to Queens. All you got to do is walk on up and get taken right good care of. So we have a third engagement. Niggas is putting rings on it. Man, Dr. Umar. Whoa.
She's just basic to me.
Ooh,
now the other woman, that one hot. This thing got me fake baby hair.
Oh, it's the baby hair. I knew John don't like the baby hair.
Hair kind of thin, you know what I'm saying? Hair kind of thin, you know. It's just meh. You know, she out on straight. She's probably like a 10, but a superstars woman. Look at that. Look at that next.
Yeah, he's gonna be back in the massage parlors.
Yeah, man. Like, he gonna have another woman, man, real quick, man. She ain't all that. You know, like she's just not all that. Like that just ain't it. That shit don't hit like that. Look at her. You know what I'm saying? That shit just don't hit. Like someone said she's 7 out of 10, right? Yeah. Now that other woman, she was nice. You know,
Jalen Hurts' fiance. Yeah.
She looks a little too skinny for me, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. She too
slim, but she's too skinny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she too skinny for me too, man. And if you're like skinny like that, your face gotta be like a 10 if you skinny like that.
That's a nice face. Is that the same girl?
That's her.
That's nice right there.
She better now.
She got to keep it looking like that. You know what I'm saying? That's not real hair either, right?
That actually. I don't know. We need a woman to determine, because this is where I get confused.
She got that much body up out that little slick down, and she got that much body up about a slick down.
It's possible, but we need Kimmy to come confirm that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that's her hair.
Nah, hell no.
It might not be. But we do have another engagement that has taken place in the NFL world. This next one that I'm going to share may surprise some of you. Because if you look at the last two women, they weren't too dark skinned. I probably shouldn't even said that part. But This time we do have a dark-skinned woman who's got engaged to DK Metcalf. So we're not gonna play the audio. Well, can we play the audio? Yeah, we can play it. Here we go.
But talked to us yesterday. Proposed my fiance, and he was the one that connected us. So he was just telling me congratulations, giving us a congratulations on that. Yes, sir. She right there. Hold that rock up, baby. Yeah.
Hold that rock up, baby.
Hey, Rock. The Rock is in the building.
Oh yes, man. Well, I tried to last year, but she's a singer, and you know her work, kind of conflicted with the schedule. So just tried to take an approach to where a schedule couldn't matter. So I started sending her flowers with a story, and then the last letter on the flower was, "Will you marry me?" And she said yes.
So TK, how would you describe what this week has been like?
Starting with Sunday, great. But talked to us yesterday.
All right. So he's had a great week as he has gotten engaged to the singer. I think is it how do you pronounce her name? Is it Nomani? Is Nomani?
I never even heard it, but
yeah, I never heard of her either.
What? What? You haven't heard of her?
Normandy. That ain't it either.
Oh, John said no.
I mean, she's nice looking at all, but nigga.
Oh man.
Nigga, see, regular niggas getting girls like that.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact.
She looked like one of my cousins, man.
She like a chick I bag. They ain't gonna lie. She looks like a chick that
Man, if I saw her right there, I really would holler at her. But that's what I'm saying. Like, sweetie, like, like, man, how many millions he got? I don't mean to be chauvinistic here, but man, I got it.
We're supposed to be supporting black love. Supporting black love.
I love him. But if I was DK Metcalf now,
yeah,
different game.
Oh man. Well, he's found a new home in Pittsburgh. And now he's got him a new woman, and she is dark skinned. So
what's up, Steeler Nation? DK Metcalf here. Can't wait to put on the black and gold. Just once, shout out to my agent and mini agent, Grayson and Joe Kills, for helping me put all this together. Shout out to my beautiful fiance, man, for being here with me. But can't wait to step on the field, man, with the rest of the Black and Gold Nation. Peace out.
What do y'all think about the nose rings?
It's a little zesty to me, but
yeah.
He comes off a lot different. Like on the field, he seems like just a brute, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But off the field, he seems like an approachable person. But on that field, boy, that boy like a brute. Or so it seems. I don't watch a lot of them, man. Anyway, interesting.
Wow. Yeah.
He got him around the way, girl. Then, my way, she be like an 80, man.
Oh, I'll show this. This highlights what you're saying about the brute. This is one of his big highlights, not because of him actually making like a touchdown, but just his physicality. You might remember this from a few years ago.
You got to zoom through that shit, so you might not be able to show it.
Oh, okay. I'll just stop showing it then. But that was a play where Seattle had thrown an interception. And then the person who intercepted the ball in the Cardinals was running it back, and he chased this dude down like 40 yards and caught him.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
but it's crazy because DK Metcalf is like 6'4", like 240. Like he's a big dude. So for him to run that fast and catch that dude was insane. So yeah, he's a physical specimen, and pretty soon he's gonna be popping out some more babies. You got to keep that breeding farm going. So we can continue to enjoy the NFL. Go ahead.
How do you rank those marriages there? If you're going to rank them by longevity.
I think. Oh man, I hate. Damn, John, why you make me do this, man? I think Jalen Hurts has the longest marriage. He seems like a good guy, and from what I know about that woman, she seems like a good woman. I think they last longer than anybody. My second one's gonna have to be DK Metcalf and Nomani. I think that they're gonna rock out for a little while. They seem like they got some puppy love going on. They just hopping into engagements. Deshaun Watson, man, just based off his experiences, I don't think that's gonna work, man. I know he's dated this woman for years, so she was rocking with him through all the craziness. But even he just be making bad decisions, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't see him maintaining a relationship long term with the level of decisions he's made, putting his own career in jeopardy. How the hell is he going to make good decisions for two people? He can't make it for his own self.
Right.
Very interesting. HB, what do you think?
HB just dropped down. I think he's in the bad. He's got some bad signal. But yeah, what's up? What you got?
Universe, I want you to look at this link I put in the back chat, the last one. I'm curious to know your thoughts on it. With these women type topics, I like to get your opinion on them. The back chat, there's one.
All right. Let's see. I'll pull it up here. 1 second.
I think that's the right one. Let me see.
I think it is. All right, here we go.
Oh yeah. Give us your straight on this. Not a bad looking woman, right? Not bad.
Yeah, I'll take her down.
If you
I'll take her down.
If you open up to a woman, at least as a man, there's like a 98% chance that she's probably gonna ghost you or move on to a different man.
You're out of here.
This tends to perplex a lot of people, and they often ask the question of why. And some people are just so jaded they stop asking why. They just decide that women are just like this and they live with it. But women often see men as ideas, not really who they are as an individual. So essentially, if you open up to a woman, you're becoming a real person. You can no longer fit in the confines of the idea, the box that she has placed you in. It's very similar to like if someone kidnaps you, right? They teach you to make yourself personal, like start telling them facts about you, etc., because it's supposed to be less likely that they end up murdering you or harming you because they can actually see you as a real person. Humanizing yourself, right? Yeah, don't humanize yourself with the woman, especially in the early stages of being in a relationship with her, whether that's dating or whatever, because she still needs time to feel a certain way about you before she starts accepting that you are no longer an idea. You are actually an individual.
Person. Yes. Ooh. Man. Oh, shit. Where should I send the laptop? Listen. Hey man, I didn't detect one lie, but this goes back to our conversation yesterday with the dating event. Remember what I was talking about? Yeah. These women have this archetype. It's like almost like a Greek mythology of what a man's supposed to be for them. So, like she said, it's an idea. It's not a person. Mm-hmm. So, when you do bag one or catch one, and you start to build a relationship with them. And these are modern women I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the urban. You want to answer that? Yeah.
No, go ahead.
So these are these modern women. Like this woman looks like she might be in her late 20s, maybe early 30s, but she looks kind of younger. They have this idea of what a man's supposed to be, and you are supposed to keep checking these boxes as you go. This is when you actually make contact. You're establishing some sort of communication with them. They want to confirm, but they don't want you to emotionally dump on them. That's your job. You're supposed to be the receiver of all the emotional shit first. And if you can quote unquote handle her and her emotions, then that's how you get, the access to whatever's next. But that she spoke some truths. HB, I know you just got back in. I'm gonna play this video.
Yeah. No, I saw this video. I saw this video.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, HB. Oh, hold on, HB. You boiling for a minute. Let me see. I can fix your mic.
Okay.
I think that's it. Try again.
A few tender switches.
What? How's the mic sound now?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you're good.
You're good.
Okay. Yeah. I think there are certain situations, and I'll give you the two situations where you can emotionally dump on a girl. One is if you get jumped. And you get jumped, and you come back home looking like Quasimodo. Yeah, you can emotionally dump on her a little bit. And the other is if mom or dad dies. That's it. Other than that, don't do it. Don't do it. No matter how much. Honestly, it's kind of fucked up, but that's just the laws of nature. Like men, we have to bury all of that emotion. We gotta bury it, and you gotta take it out either working out or shooting something. You can't share those feelings with women. And I'm not saying don't be like emotionally available. Like, if you got issues, definitely address them. But don't use your woman as a therapist because it's gonna go left. You know. Oh, another thing too, don't ever cry in front of a woman. Don't ever cry in front of her. Like, I don't care what happens. Don't ever cry in front of a woman. If you gotta walk out of the room or you gotta go take a shower, don't ever cry in front of them. But yeah, this girl is spot on. She's spot on.
And she's clearly very intelligent too, right? And she's able to articulate probably in ways that many women can't.
Yeah.
What else is interesting to me is like over the last 10, 15 years, men have been like bombarded with the propaganda of pour out your feelings to your woman.
Mm-hmm. Soft boy era.
Right.
Like boy joy.
Which totally goes against what she's saying, her innate nature. She don't want to see that shit. Right. And how much of that really is playing into these people not being able to maintain relationships? I was vulnerable with her. Ain't that what Dwayne Wade was just saying the other day? Man, I was vulnerable, right? Ain't that what he was saying? But she don't want to see you vulnerable, nigga. She got an idea of you not being vulnerable, right? Like, I don't know. It's just very interesting to me. Anyway.
Let me ask you too about something. I've been hearing this quote from women a lot over the last few months, and I know it's one of these memes because it just keeps coming up. Have y'all heard black women saying, "I love that for you"? Have y'all heard that? I love that for you.
Yeah.
Have you heard that yet?
Yeah.
This goes along the same kind of thought process of "I love that for you." They want black men to have these things, but they don't want their black men to have these things. They want their man to still be the tough, the thoughtful man who's, pretty much a patriarch without naming it. But they want the rest of them niggas that they don't select to be these soft boys and in their era and, clipping plants and shit.
Yo, Universal, man, I went on a date one time with this black girl, and she asked me if I ever had therapy. I was like, nah, and she basically said that was almost like a prerequisite to date her. I'm like, what the fuck what are you talking about? Just because you need therapy don't mean I need therapy.
I believe it, man.
I'm like, what? She was just like, with black women and men, we need therapy because of society, and I'm just like, oh god,
go listen with
it. Seriously, therapy.
I had a situation like that too this summer, HB, because I went through a divorce. I've talked about it before, and this woman, she was just like, man, I just can't imagine the amount of therapy you're going through right now, and I'm just like, I ain't talked to nobody about this shit. Like, what are you talking? Like, I'm dealing with it, but I'm dealing with it in other ways. I'm not on the couch. But I think she assumed because of my profession that I would just go to a therapist. But I'm like, I got different outlets for my stuff too. But
that actually
she was just shocked that I wasn't talking to anybody. I'm like, I have hobbies. I'm like traveling. I'm like doing other things to like deal with it. But
I think the idle mind is the cause for a lot of things. Your mind can take you.
Hell yeah,
bro.
Hell yeah.
You're down through it if you let it. And I think that's when a lot of people go and talk to therapists because they ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah. And then a lot of times they expect their therapist to be their friends and just validate all the fuck shit they're doing instead of actually doing the work. And that's how people end up in these long-term therapy relationships, which is technically unethical. Like you're really not supposed to see a therapist past 6 months until you are supposed to cut them off and then either refer them out or reassess sessions later on down the line. But a lot of people, they're locked in with their therapist for years, and it's just a moneymaker at that point.
Yeah, they're paying for friendship.
Yeah, literally. But no, man, this woman right here, I don't know who she is. I don't know if she's a content creator, but she dropped a bomb on this one, and I think she's right. I hope women are listening.
She's sexy too.
That's a fact. She should definitely get a laptop. For sure.
Laptops around the world.
That's right. Hey, if they can deliver it, you can get it, baby. What's up? Do we have a call?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, shit, man, we're right at the mark here. We're at the 2-hour mark. Do we want to wrap it up, or does anybody else got something we want to discuss?
I had a couple of topics, a couple of things. If you're interested, HB, you got anything?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
I got one that you guys may find interesting here. That's not it. Let's see. Okay, let me get it. Let me pull it up here. All right, I got it up here. I found this to be interesting for a number of reasons. I'm pulling it up here. Give me 1 second. Here it is. This is a tweet I saw from Say Cheese. Listen to this. This is Rick Ross. Yeah, I know I've been touching on Rick
the
Ross.
Biggest boss in the game, Ricky Rose. How many niggas scream free Lil Durk at that Rolling Loud? How many? All right now, for y'all young hustlers, y'all got to learn how to do roofing. Y'all got to learn how to lay marble floors. You got to learn how to do the plumbing. This is multiple $1 million game.
I feel like Big Meech, Larry Roofer.
Larry Roofer.
Larry Roofer. Oh, how we're gonna have to go back to the foundation at some point.
Yeah.
And I've been saying, man, ain't no more dope boys out here. The easy money done dried the fuck up or been sucked up by big business or big boys. And imagine a man that told you about selling dope. I feel like Big Meech, Larry Roofer. And he out here telling the young boys, after he done sold them a dream for 20 years, got rich, sell dope. Now you tell him cut marble tile. Nigga, please. It's too late for that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see it in their mind that they Larry who.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, the competition's here, and they are skilled, and they ain't got the attitude problem or the cultural issue, and they ready to work first day out the gate.
Yeah, it's really amazing. You know, he's really amazing. Like he let me play some more because I think he goes on to say he's buying real estate. Listen,
Multiple $1 million game. I'm walking up on these real estate sites. I see very few brothers that's on the roofs.
Yeah.
That's doing the plumbing.
Nigga, I've been saying that for how long? I've been showing you pictures.
And that's doing the drywall. That's doing the electricity. It's a lot of money in that. Once again, how many people said free Lil Durk at Rolling Loud?
How many times did you scream Big Meech, Larry Hoover? And he never realized, like, shit, who put the roof in the engine in his car, right? He never realized, oh, this is multi-billion-dollar. I could be rapping about this shit. Oh, I guess you can't. But it's interesting that he's come full circle. Late in life, you know, he finally realized that late in life, he's 30-something. We played Jim Jones. He's about 50. Rick Ross about 50, close to 50, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, he is.
And, you know, goddamn, fucking amazing.
Yeah, man.
What do you think about that, HB? Go ahead.
Yeah, what do you think, HB? No, go ahead, HB.
Yeah, nah, you know, I just think he's full of shit, man. You know, I think it's definitely too little too late at this point. You know, you spent your whole career telling people how to, you know, weigh dope on digital scales and shit. Now you talking about niggas need the roof. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear all that, man. Niggas trying
Not now.
Niggas trying to put them birds up on the scales, man. We trying to weigh that shit up, man.
But ain't no more birds, HB. Now you tell them to go get up on the roof.
Yeah, man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. Trying to get
I don't think
plug,
you know,
man.
I think the young boys have a hard time getting their hands on their dope like they used to.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
You know why? Nobody wants to deal with them. Cartel said, we don't got to deal with you no more.
You know, did you guys ever watch Ozark?
Yeah.
Do you remember that time when that lady spiked the dope with that fent and killed them motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Right. And it is just a conspiracy theory, right? Nobody's taking coke. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody, but you really playing games with your life if you take cocaine out here on the street.
It's not the same. It's still out there though. Big party drug, but it's not the same.
but then it, man, you really taking a chance, like, I'm just thinking like the beneficiaries of this tainted coke are the pharmaceuticals. People didn't stop doing drugs, right? They just moved on to something else, and it almost like, someone benefited from this coke reputation being tainted. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Someone who could, have an alternative product that they could sell, Adderall or whatever the hell they sell, where they can make profits off of. They can't make profits selling coke. And I don't know, it's just a conspiracy that I thought about, like, damn, like.
Yeah, well think about what is being offered to curb this. Suboxone, right? So now you go ahead and tweak out. We're gonna pump all these alternatives to keep people alive. We're gonna put them in spaces where we never needed them: churches, gas stations, bus stops. So now you hit that emergency box, boom, get the Suboxone, shoot it in somebody's thigh. That's a market.
And now too, because of the fent that's cut and all the dope and stuff, man, these youngins, they just they snorting pills, man. They just straight up snorting pills. They don't even play no more. They not taking no chance.
I think for a lot of those pills, they made them now where you can't crush them. You know what I mean? You can't crush them motherfuckers. Whatever they put some kind of coating on it, where it's not allowed to be crushed. Anyway, that's very interesting. I got this video of Simone Sanders. You guys want to see her just quit on air? Quit the leave the Democrat?
Yeah. I see the link here. Go ahead.
Here it is.
There it goes.
Page 22 is where they zero out the money for the COPS program. I didn't write down which page it was on, but within this document, $1 billion cut from Washington, D.C. I'm a D.C. resident, and I'm pissed.
Yep.
Okay.
University. HB. Like, this can't be on the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got to be able to present the news a little bit more civil than that. Am I wrong by that? She's slapping the paper. I'm pissed. I'm a DC.
This is cable news too. Cable. This ain't local access. This ain't a YouTube channel. It's national. This ain't a little podcast.
And baby, you ain't cute enough to throw a tantrum on national TV. Yeah, baby was cute. We right there. Ooh, she getting feisty now.
Somebody's gonna have to refinish that desk too after she got done beating on it. Goddamn Donkey Kong beating on a barrel. Somebody got the.
Someone said they hired her to be the angry black woman. I don't think that shit sells, bro. Honestly, you know what I'm saying. I don't think it sells anymore. You know what I mean? That young woman that was telling us about dating, that sells.
Yep.
Put her on the news, let her fucking read. She ain't gonna act up like this woman. She seemed to have better sense, right?
You know, there's actually little that the Senate minority leader can say, and the 10 Democrats that voted with the Republicans can say to appease somebody like me. I'm about to change my registration to independent.
Done with them niggas.
They're done with her anyway. They moving on to the white man. So.
It's a mutual parting of the ways.
Yeah.
But it ain't gonna work well in the black favor. You go independent if you want, with no actual political issues. Independence is not the place you want. Being an independent candidate is not the place that black folks want to be.
No.
I did have a quick history story. Just I'm gonna put this picture up real quick. Wait, can you read it for me, John, real quick?
Yeah. The university, you want to read it?
Yeah, I got you. 34 years ago today, Latasha Harlins, 15, was shot by Korean shop owner Soo Jong-do over a bottle of orange juice, and it became a major spark for the 1992 Los Angeles riots.
Sudo.
Sorry.
Yeah, 25 years today. You know, when I saw this picture, the first thing I thought was like, damn, this bitch shot Bobby Brown? God damn. Damn.
It was her prerogative. It was her prerogative.
It's my prerogative. Yeah, it's like
Sheesh.
damn, she 15. John, man, I don't know. Back in your day, man, y'all had some rough looking women back then, man. God
Somebody
damn.
called the telephone, man. It was an emergency on my
A telephone.
emergency.
I see, like, seeing the picture, I understand why she shot her. She thought it was a nigga, man. She
Yeah,
thought that was
wait a minute, she looked like that nigga. Wait a minute, you know who she looked like? HB.
what?
That nigga that was no, that nigga was in Tupac video. I ain't mad at you. Dum, dum, dum,
Oh, you talking
remember
about
what's
the
it?
bald nigga?
Remember he doing in the video. I think there's the last video released before Tupac died. What was that dude's name?
I
That
know
bald
who you're
head guy.
talking about. Yeah, the bald head guy. Yeah, man, he was in all the '90s movies, man. I know somebody in the chat gonna say it.
Yeah,
He had a weird name too.
Hakeem or Bokeem.
Bokeem Woodbine. Yeah,
Oh,
Bokeem Woodbine.
yeah, he was in
Yeah.
not Poetic Justice, Jason's Lyric.
Yeah.
She looked like Bokeem Woodbine.
Damn, that's not a nigga. That's not somebody you want to look like, especially as a woman. Damn.
Yeah, man.
I thought it was a man.
Shot her over some orange juice, man. And this is what sparked the LA riots.
I thought you about to say the LGBT. I thought you about to say the LGBT.
Damn, man. Shot her ass, man. But that's a little history for you guys. 25
Black
years
history,
today,
ladies and gentlemen.
man. Black history.
That is Black history. The LA riots is
Black-
definitely Black American history for sure.
Yeah. You know, I was in LA right after those riots. I like traveled out there, and I was still a kid, so I didn't really understand like the destruction that I saw. I mean, like all the streets had all these burnt cars still on them. It was insane, man. I thought I was like in a third world country or something.
Yeah.
I was visiting family out there. I'm like, man, what the hell is this? I'd never seen anything like that. It was crazy. I was too young to understand what was really going on, but now I get it. They were turning up out there, man, over that girl, you know. Brian Nichols said, "Sir, drop the orange juice." I'm meeting over Brave. Nah, Brave.
You can be eating some fried coon. That's what Braves having.
Come on. Y'all telling me y'all look at this picture, you think she's a pretty girl? Stop it, man. Don't put this on Brave.
They're all pretty.
You know, it's funny how they put these two pictures side by side too. Like the Korean lady's looking over at her. That's funny too. The optics.
Damn, man. I wonder what she shot her with too, man. God
Wasn't it like
damn.
it was like a I think it was a I could be getting this wrong, but I think it was like a Magnum. She had like a
Yeah.
I think it was like a Magnum.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, she got her up out of there.
Boom.
Yeah, she got her out of there. She got her out of there.
Man.
John, I just bought a revolver too, John. I just bought one, a Taurus.
That's what I got.
A Taurus revolver. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Hey, none bad.
Got a little kickback. Got a little kickback. I had to wear gloves.
Here.
You're HB. Hey, leave none bad.
Yeah, hey, that's right.
No shit. What you think?
Yeah, right.
Nigga, take anything with me, nigga.
That behind, yeah. I feel you, man. I needed one of those.
Man, I got this video up.
Needed something like that, man.
I got a couple videos, man. Hey, you know, this is the first video of two I'm going to show you. You guys, before I get into this one, I'm going to ask you guys, have you ever heard of slutty vegan? Anybody ever been in slutty?
I haven't been there, but I've heard about it. Yeah.
You said slutty who?
Vegan.
It's a restaurant.
Nah. Oh, nah.
Anyway, man, you know, I've been to slutty vegan. I'm not a vegan, but you know, it was all the rave. So my lady friend, she wanted to go. So I said, all right, we're in Atlanta. We go to slutty vegan and we check it out. And before we get there, I'm going to play this video here. It's coming out of Atlanta, so we're standing up.
It is safe to eat here now. That's the bottom line. We just want to know if it's safe to eat here, if you've corrected everything.
Yes.
Management did not want to comment further, but told us all the violations have been corrected. The one thing I will point out, you have a 91 post.
Wait a minute. What the fuck they say in the window? Did you see that?
If you've corrected everything.
Yes.
Management did not want to comment further, but told us all the violations have been.
A Dolo special.
Now that reminds you of the DC restaurant with the knots. Get that Dolo shrimp basket.
Get that Dolo
for the Lolo. Get you in and out.
Hey, salute to Lolo.
Yeah, Dolo for Lolo.
Salute to Lolo.
Dolo for Lolo. Salute to Lolo, man.
Order your custom blankets today.
Right.
And then go ahead and get your
one
shrimp
thing I
basket.
will point out, you have a 91 posted, but you need to put the 60 up. I saw the 91. That's misleading.
Yeah, we have.
Nigga, you got a D, nigga. Borderline F. Yeah. And they got an A up there. Hey, look at these motherfuckers. Look at these white man. Like, hey, why you ain't got the paper up? And the two super motherfuckers, they did look at they got 1,000-yard step right there.
Yo, they ready to fight this white man, John. This white man coming in here. Go fight. They ready to fight this man. Look how they looking at him. Look at that nigga in the middle. He ready to
the one in the middle is ready. He's ready.
Yeah, he thinking about it, man.
He's gonna hit him with that Falcon punch.
Oh, yeah. I cracked the shit out of his face, man.
Oh shit. The other nigga got his eye closed. The girl, she about the only one that halfway paying attention. She don't want halfway comprehend what the fuck he talking about.
Okay, y'all gonna change that out?
Yes, sir.
Okay. On Candler Road indicated this quick serve gourmet spot got grilled by the health department on its last routine inspection. Hello. Hungry AF failed with 60 points and a U for
Hungry as fuck.
unsatisfactory. The report says an employee was prepping raw chicken in the meat sink.
Yeah,
Plus, raw beef was stored on top of ready-to-eat cheese. And chicken, shrimp, and pasta were at unsafe temperatures. Chicken, shrimp, pasta, unsafe temperatures. Is it safe to eat here?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It is safe to eat here now.
Yeah,
That's the bottom line. We just want to know
something.
if it's safe to eat here, if you've corrected everything.
Yes.
Management did not want to comment further, but told us all the violations have been corrected.
Dolo,
The one thing
nigga.
I will point out, you have a 91 posted, but you need to put the 60 up. I saw the 91. That's misleading.
Yeah, we have to have it printed and emailed.
Okay, y'all going to change that out?
We get it.
Okay. On Candler Road indicated, this quick serve gourmet spot got grilled by the
Wait a minute, I know we got some people from Georgia in this motherfucker from Atlanta. Anybody been in Atlanta? Anybody know about the debt, Decatur and shit? HB, you been through Atlanta, Decatur, Keller Road, I-20.
Yeah, I ain't been to Decatur, though.
I-20.
I drive
I-20, Peachtree.
You think Stanley will stop there and get something to eat?
Stanley, he was going to get the fried chicken the other day, wasn't he? He might gave him a Dolo.
He got a Modolo basket.
Yeah, with Stanley, you got your Dolo. Stanley, you got Dolo. Did you go Dolo? Do you even know what Dolo means, Stanley? Dolo, black excellence, Stanley, on display right here. These motherfuckers, they got an A. They got an A in school. Stanley, look, they got an A.
health department on its last routine inspection.
Yeah.
Hungry AF failed with 60 points and a U for unsatisfactory. The report says an employee was prepping raw chicken in the meat sink. Plus, raw beef was stored on top of ready-to-eat cheese. And chicken, shrimp, and pasta were at unsafe temperatures. Chicken, shrimp, pasta, unsafe temperatures. Is it safe to eat here?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It is safe to eat here now. That's the bottom line. We just want to know if it's safe to eat here, if you've corrected everything. Yes. Management did not want to comment further, but told us all the violations.
So that was just one restaurant. Slutty Vegan. I mentioned this shit to you guys. I want to run it past you guys because I always found it interesting. I just don't think blacks are vegans in any large enough numbers to make it worthwhile to be a restaurant. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
I don't know many black vegans, and I know a handful maybe, but not enough to really make it, make a go of it. And so here's a video here from Twitter, Instagram.
Okay, so we are in Atlanta, and this is our first time ever coming to Slutty Vegan. So,
wait, John, pause it real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, now it changes things. This is Atlanta. There's probably a lot of vegan homosexuals.
Fugazis. A lot of fugazi foodies.
Yeah. Well, with the homosexuals, they're a little different. They might not want to have a high meat diet.
Well, not that type of meat,
not that type
other
of
meat.
Yeah. So this is actually, I think this is actually good, John, for that type of crowd. Yeah, there's probably a lot of vegan homosexuals that go there. Yeah, this actually makes sense.
See, I would have thought the homosexual like meat. That would just be my thought.
But
they don't want it. They don't want it fried. They want it inside, John. That's what the problem.
Yeah. They don't want to eat. They want the hot dog on the bun, not on
the grill.
Yeah, not on the grill. They want it on the grill. They want it on the grill too. They want it in the
pan. Say cheese. Oh my god.
So I went here and I'm like, I'm not even ordering or eating on this shit. I don't eat no fucking vegan shit. But I took my lady, she eats some of this shit. And listen to this shit.
Is that how I say that?
Pretty much.
Okay, so we ordered 2 slut burgers.
I got the sloppy toppy.
Yep. And I got
wait a minute.
One night stand.
Hold on a second, John.
And the one night stand.
Did you just say she ordered the sloppy toppy? Nah.
We need to pull up the menu next, John. We gotta pull the menu up. What are we doing?
Pull the menu.
I'll pull it up. Lord have mercy.
Sloppy toppy.
One night stand. So we're about to find out what it tastes like.
Nigga, you gotta eat that. Yeah, you should have ordered sloppy toppy too. He probably wanted the sloppy toppy, but couldn't order it.
Okay, so right now we have a one night stand from Slutty Vegan, and we have a fussy hussy. Anyway, this is gonna be our first bite. We'll see what it's gonna taste like. Okay, here we go. And this is all vegan, by the way, so none of it's real. The bacon, no, it's not. The bacon ain't real. The cheese ain't real. The lettuce ain't real.
And yet this nigga gonna eat it.
Bread ain't real. None of it's real. All right, here we go.
Mine is good. What do you think?
Okay, if it's not real, then what is it?
It is real.
It tastes good. There's a lot of sauce and flavor in this. Shout out to Slutty Vegan. This is pretty good. Okay, so
he asked, if it ain't real, then what is it? And she said, it is real. Then what is it then? And here is another article here. Slutty Vegans.
So the Slutty Vegan has restaurants all across the nation now. I think it started as a food truck actually in Atlanta, and it's just became super popular. So they're all over the Georgia area They have one in Brooklyn, one in Birmingham, Alabama, Harlem, Dallas, and a few more in the Georgia area here. So they're hitting up kind of the school area. So
if you keep Googling, what you're going to realize is the problem that they're facing. Right? Slutty Vegan shuts down Spelman College location. Student poll selects Twisted Taco to take this place. They want Mexico or Mexican. They want Mexican food. Spelman College, ladies and gentlemen. They chose Mexican food over a sister trying to slang them tofu. Now, what do you take from that, Universal? What do you guys take from that?
They want to be cultured. They don't want vegan food. They want real food. They want the Twisted Taco. It's probably cheaper because they're not these gourmet vegan burgers, and it's quicker to get in and out and take back to your dorm room and travel it and things of that nature. And they want some real meat.
Yeah, they want some food that they can drink and turn up with. You know, it's hard to, drink and eat a gourmet vegan burger, but a taco, and I think that's an aspect of it too. Like girls like giving sloppy toppy, they don't like eating it.
One of the things I've talked about a lot on this channel, man, is like when you're dealing with black people, and what we're gonna find in these articles is that shit is expensive, right? Yeah. And no matter how elite they say Spelman, most of them kids on their campus poor, come from poor families. They don't subscribe to sloppy toppy vegan food. They ain't never ate that shit. They come from homes where they can barely afford to put meat on the table, let alone tofu and all that high ass shit. Mamas probably don't even know what the fuck tofu is. Never had it. And so when they get to Spelman, they want food. They want the most basic shit and something that's, that's normal to them. All of them haven't been propagandized into going vegan like the Democrats want them to. So this lady opens up a store, a restaurant on the campus, and listen what the students say. The Spelman student body has spoken, and Twisted Taco will return to the college after Slutty Vegan closed its on-campus location. It will permanently close. This change followed the results of a student poll. Slutty Vegan's removal was swift, with the announcement coming one day ahead of its final day of operation, so they closed early. But I think they went on to say that the food was too expensive. Somewhere they were complaining it was just a little too expensive for the Spelman students. And you'll see that in other stores around the country where they've opened, like in Birmingham, and I think even in New York, except for their Brooklyn location where it's very gentrified, they're having a hard go of it. Vegan restaurants all around the country are having a hard go of it. And a vegan restaurant catering to blacks is just, you might as well be selling books. It just ain't gonna be that many people buying them, And so that was Slutty Vegan. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, I think the food plus the marketing too. It's just it's too overly sexualized, man. Like we all like the fuck, but it's like I just as a grown ass man, I can't imagine going into a restaurant and ordering the sloppy toppy. I'm saying
you don't want the hooker fries.
No, but Universal. Imagine that the guy it's a guy you're ordering from, and you tell him, "Hey man, I want the sloppy toppy." I'm not asking like a grown man.
I'm gonna be like, do y'all have the digital? Can I put the digital order in? Like at McDonald's?
Not asking no grown ass man for the sloppy. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
When you order HB, let me see if I can get it. What they do is, I think they ask you, have you ever been here before? Mm-hmm. And so if you say no, they be like, we got a virgin in the house. They screaming the shit out loud. We got a virgin.
Nah.
Yeah.
It might be too crass, man. It might be too crass.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that like you hear it on panels, you hear it everywhere. Like, just like. Sex may not mix with business. Somebody coming to eat, they don't want to hear about, slutty vegan or one night stand. You know what I'm saying? They may want, they don't want that. Oh, let's see if there's a video show. All right, damn.
You want me to pull it up, John?
Oh, yeah, I got it up here. Yeah, pull it on the screen for me, Universe. So this is it. I can't show it. And so you can see it's kind of a, high energy environment here.
Yeah.
I wish I could play it when you order it. Yeah, when you order it, like, you virgin?
Harmonic Society.
All right. Anyway, I can't seem to find it when you order it. That's kind of that slutty vegan there.
Yeah.
I've tried vegan soul food before, and it was actually pretty decent. I wouldn't try it again, but it was just like I think that's the thing too. It's like novelty, It's not something that you would go every day. Like you could literally eat tacos every day, man. Like there's certain foods you could eat every day, man. When I was back home, I had birria tacos twice. I went back. I've just never gotten tired of eating tacos, man. It's
Yeah, it is one of those things you can't eat that shit on a repeated basis. That is true. Yeah, you can. That is true. Very true. Someone said they can eat pizza every day.
Yeah, that's another thing. Pizza too. And see that makes more sense for a college campus.
Right.
A pizza place, tacos. Something that's good, it's filling, but it's also cheap too, and easy to make. You could have a pizza place open till like 3-4 in the morning.
Yeah. I think it's all about with a pizza place, you really don't have a lot of everything's got dough, right? So it's not, you go to some restaurant, there's 100 things on the menu. That's a hard restaurant to manage.
Right.
But, those New York, you ever seen those New York pizza places, man? Shit, they had the pizzas already made for you.
It's already, you just get it.
Yeah.
And then if you want pepperoni on top, they throw the pepperoni and then heat it up. Anyway.
It takes a quick cooker. Yep.
Yeah. Check this out, guys. You got something? Go ahead. Sorry, play that.
Oh, I could tee this up. So, we've talked about it on the channel a few times, these violence interrupters. And, Minnesota news sometimes leaks out nationally. But over the last few months, the violence interrupters have had a lot of heat on them from the city council. They got a lot of their funds cut through this year's budget. And one of the more vocal people, he actually threatened the city council. His name is Reverend McAfee. He threatened them. And he brought one of his goons with them to the actual city council meeting. They had to shut it down. It's been a mess. But recently, a couple of days ago, there was an incident that happened. I'm gonna play here that has taken this to the next level, and you'll see what I mean by that once we play this story.
An exchange of gunfire injuring a man after a community barbecue in Minneapolis last night.
The man working as security for the violence prevention group 21 Days of Peace. Fox 9's Mary McGuire joins us now live. And Mary, a lot of the details still up in the air tonight.
And Simone, still a lot of unanswered questions as well. This shooting still under investigation tonight, but this all comes as the work of violence interrupters across the city of Minneapolis is under a microscope. A community barbecue put on by the violence prevention group 21 Days of Peace took a turbulent turn with bullets hitting both a security guard and a child's bedroom. Just after 9:30 Monday night, Minneapolis police responded to gunfire on the 3500 block of...
Oh, I didn't see this before. I had mentioned something to you all about a violence interrupter's granddaughter that got killed. Remember I said that? You see that top street name? That's her. So. They named the street after her. Ayanna Allen. Anaya Allen. That's her. So they have a barbecue in the same area that young lady got shot, and boom, this happens. Now the story's gonna get more fascinating here in a moment.
The killers were invited to the barbecue.
This shit, you can't write this shit. This shit's crazy, man.
Of Penn Avenue North. Officers found a man in his 30s shot nearby, and he was rushed to North Memorial. They also discovered a nearby home had been hit by bullets. Reverend Jerry McAfee tells Fox 9 his 21 Days of Peace organization was holding a grill out, and as they were cleaning up, a couple of men came out of an alley and started shooting. McAfee says one of his security guards was shot, but thankfully they were wearing a bulletproof vest. Sources say he returned fire and has.
Why would a reverend need to have security guards with bulletproof vests on? These are things we got to ask ourselves. Man, we
bro,
got
I did not know
shootings up
Minnesota
here.
did that, bro. Damn.
We have John. We have shootings twice a weekend from Thursday through Sunday. You can get at least 2 of them, mostly in North Minneapolis, but definitely in Minneapolis just in general. It is hot. It is hot up here, man. And it's cold right now. Wait till a month from now when it's 65 and better. It's got to be turned up. All right, here we go.
Has a legal permit to carry a gun.
And take care of the needs of our people. I shouldn't have to come here and say nothing.
This all comes as funding for violence prevention groups across Minneapolis are under a microscope, with tensions boiling over at recent city council meetings. The city has been accused of awarding violence prevention contracts to groups without verifying how money is spent, leading to new accountability measures. 21 Days of Peace does not currently do any violence prevention work with the city, but is contracted for community trauma response services. It's still unclear if Monday night's barbecue was a part of their contracted work.
It was. And now I'm not going to play the next clip because it's 12 minutes long. But of course, the good old Reverend had to have a press conference because they are taking his money away. And he ain't having it. You seen him yelling. You seen him. That's when he had disrupted the. He had disrupted the budget meeting. It took them 4 days to confirm the budget because he went and raised hell and threatened people. It was man. It is crazy in Minneapolis right now.
Hey, that's what gets them angry is when their money is being threatened.
Man, I have to be careful of everything I say because I used to do this. Like I used to be the person who was like, the money came to me and I will funnel the money off to these guys, right? So I was at that level doing this work. So I know the people, I know all these folks who are involved. I know how much money they were getting then. They were getting banked then. That was before the COVID surplus came. So once the COVID money came in, everybody was getting paid. I mean, they were getting paid, John, hundreds of thousands, and they stopped shooting.
How much is it just about a money chase and not even really interested in solving the problem?
I would say about 90% of it. It's about money. Because that's what they're mad about. They're not mad. You don't see that level of anger when the shootings happen. You see that level of anger when when they say, okay, we want to put in protocols on how we're going to pay you all because this is not lining up. You're saying you're doing all these things and we're giving you $200,000 a year, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 a year, but we're not getting any documentation because a lot of these niggas can't read. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it seemed like we've covered the YouTubers that appeal to black women, the preachers that appeal to black women, and it seems like all these different people are coming up with little, the Kendra G with the dating, they're nibbling around a carcass of sort. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's what it looks like to me. What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
I'm just trying to figure out how do you even, as a violence prevention specialist or whatever the hell they are, what do you even do?
You go get t-shirts and hoodies made. You stand out and throw barbecues like they're doing here, and you talk about how the system is making everybody shoot each other. That's literally what they do, and then they give out gift cards to the young shooter, the YNs.
Man,
I think a lot of times, they have a heads I win, tails you lose type strategy.
Yeah.
And there isn't any violence, just out of random nature. That's why they always had it 21 days
of peace. Yeah.
72 hours.
Next thing you know, shots rang out.
Right? And if they do get, and on off chances, they do get the 72 hours because they'll be out there protest, they'll have a barbecue and shit like that. And if they do accomplish 72 hours without violence in that little particular neighborhood, then it validates them to ask for more money. We can expand this all over the city. We did a ceasefire in Freddie Gray neighborhood, and it worked for 72 hours. Just imagine we had more money. We could do this all over the city every day of the year. That is, the way they go about it.
Yeah, and then they go to City Hall and they demand that you put money into the community because you created this. You guys, you politicians ain't doing the work, so we need to do the work. Remember all that? Let us police our own communities.
Right.
That's what that narrative and that push is what funded a lot of this.
Yeah.
And the framework they're using comes out of John Jay College. It's called group violence intervention. It's what all these cities are using. It's called group violence intervention. And there's this concept of you take people from the community, quote unquote community leaders, you fund them and you allow them to use cultural practices to help heal the community. But if you notice, none of this shit's working. The only place that it's working is in San Jose with the Latinos. That's the only program that works.
Wait, what are they doing in San Jose that's so much different?
They're taking a more family-based approach. They're not dealing with just the criminals. They're dealing with the victims and the families in the communities, and they're like reverse engineering the violence. So they're actually taking more of a preventative method in San Jose. Now San Jose still has things. Not San Jose, our friend here in the community, but the actual community of San Jose, they still have their issues, but it's way different than a lot of these other cities. It's crazy, man. This is something that I think probably in about 5-10 years, once this money fully dries up, we're gonna need some sociologists to really look at this whole phenomenon from George Floyd till now, because there are so many millions of dollars that have been pumped into this, and so many bodies that have fallen since. That,
bro, let me ask you guys a question. I covered this the other day, and these demographic changes are interesting to me, and I think the consequences are going to show up downstream from where they're going to show up where you don't expect to see them. And one of the biggest places I think will be the public schools. I've talked about that quite a bit here. The school. I even coined the term, the schools would be the battleground.
Yeah,
that's where I think a lot of that's where I think the war will be fought. The metaphorical war, to get control of the schools and to get control of the funding for the schools and the jobs. Right here in Southeast DC, there's I can't remember the name of this school, but this shit is they have a Hispanic principal in the ghetto.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And I said, damn, like, well, let me see if I can pull up this school. Anacostia, Southeast DC. And it's kind of like, you remember that TV show, Issa Rae? What was that shit she did? Issa Rae.
Insecure. Yeah.
Where, she kind of touched on the problems that arise when different groups start to demand more and more resources. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
And so there was a little black girl I showed in the video. She was beat pretty good by a Hispanic man, and then they start throwing shit at her while she passed out on the ground. Anyone remember that?
Yeah. Don't show it though, but I remember that. I know what video you're talking.
And so anyway, the blacks are now protesting for the little girl, saying, basically they're outnumbered here. I'll see if I can pull up. University, can you pull up? Do you know
John, John, I heard a little bit more of backstory on it. They're saying that the boy was like messing with her and she like reacted, but they're kind of putting it out there in the media where it's the other way around.
Where was it? Does anyone know where that was?
I'm not sure where it was, but he, if you guys didn't see the video, it's basically it looked like they were middle schoolers or freshmen, and it was a real tall Hispanic kid and a black girl, and you see it where it like the conflict started. You don't really see what happened before that, but she swung at him. It looked like she threw a stapler or something at him, and then he grabbed her head, slammed it on the desk, and she was knocked out. And then somebody actually threw a Coca-Cola can at her lifeless body while it was slumped on the ground. Well, I don't know why that's funny, John, but yeah.
Well, in some ways, man, like you know, I can't remember who's the philosopher. Someone he says, he lived in Baltimore for a period. You deserve to get the government you want good and hard. And these people have cried and demanded diversity. And this is how this shit looks. And so now listen to this black man saying that they need to press charges against the Hispanic man. But they were just remember a black girl just got hit with a baton, and the NAACP shows sympathy for them. But now they don't have any. You know, it's very interesting here. These schools are becoming the battlegrounds here.
Yeah.
Then y'all white and Mexican racist people, y'all playing on dangerous grounds, and y'all gonna fool around and get hurt for real. This pissed me off right here. This happened in school, and all of these people that was around them laughing and giggling and think it's a joke. This racist student.
But ain't that what blacks do when they be fighting? Don't they be laughing and giggling and
all
shit?
the time? Yeah, exactly.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Now they don't like it when motherfuckers are laughing and giggling at their ass while they getting their ass kicked. I mean, like...
It's okay when we do it. It's a problem when they do it. They not like us, John. They not like us.
And again, what you're seeing unravel here is that black and brown coalition, right? You are seeing it, right? Like, it pisses him off.
Sitting up here beating up on a
any sassy.
Look, wait a minute. He got something wrong here. What did he say? They sat around and laughed as a white boy. What?
Yeah.
What?
They
Was
not
he
like
white?
us, so they white, you know?
Was he white?
No, he was definitely not white.
He looked like
He was definitely, he was an burrito for sure.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I think that's what part of the problem here is that the blacks more or less are going to war with almost anybody that's not like them. That doesn't have the same color complexion. And I mean, if that is the case, then you're going to be severely outnumbered.
Yep.
And here we go.
Black girl who was trying to defend herself, who was getting bullied. And they thought it was hilarious and they thought it was funny. Y'all really about to F around and find out. Check out this video clip. This just happened and I'm furious. I'm upset.
I ain't gonna play it. I'll stop when we get up to it.
And y'all better hurry up and do something about this.
Or what? What you gonna do?
Check out this video clip.
What do they do in a situation like this? Like, I think the conflict would be heightened. They're not gonna be able to calm this shit down as the schools get more and more diverse.
No, because again, they're not addressing the cultural issue. Black kids are aggressive in public schools, and guess what? As these kids, these other ethnic kids grow in numbers, they're not going to just sit there and take that shit. And they haven't been. If you look at a lot of school conflicts that deal around amongst ethnic lines, you see a lot of this fighting. They have to address the cultural issue. Go ahead, HB. I think I might have talked over you. Go ahead. HB, you there?
Yeah. My bad. I cut out for a second.
You good?
But yeah, nah. I really don't think there's anything that can be done. You know, the girl, if you saw the video, the girl was tiny. Like, whatever, let's say, because from what I'm hearing, the guy was picking on her and then she reacted. But, you know, in that situation, you just shouldn't be trying to, you know, pick no fight with no dude that big. So this type of stuff is just gonna happen. And then you're gonna have guys like this guy that's like making it racial. Like this, it had nothing to do with race. I don't believe it had anything to do with race. Honestly, I just think, you know, it was a guy picking on a girl. She reacted and got knocked out because of it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Stuff happens all the time.
Yeah, it happens all the time, man. People get knocked the fuck out, man. It happens. Especially women, you know. You shouldn't be fighting no grown man anyway.
If this were a black on black, probably wouldn't be news. You understand?
No, it won't be news. It's happening right now in multiple schools.
Right. There wouldn't be any protests. There wouldn't be videos of black men like this.
14-year-old daughter. One thing I make sure she knows is the power of femininity.
in our society.
Wait, he looked feminine hit there himself. Maybe
both of the last two dudes did. They both look. That's what. But this is black masculinity right here.
Yeah,
the title of the
know
channel is
about
never
the
good.
power of femininity. He would know.
Women using the power of femininity can rally people to their side in a confrontation against a man. Yep.
Tell him.
I can't see where he's going with this. Let's see where he's going with this. I don't want to play the video.
Don't know where this behavior comes from, and she was acting exactly how she was raised.
Uh-oh.
You ain't lying. And while we calling out the bullshit, we shouldn't be surprised that the boy slammed her head on the table coming from his community.
Sassy man, coming with the truth. Let's go.
Oh shit.
Hey, and John, that one point he is not lying about is those Hispanics. They will put hands and feet on their women, man. Women, people think that those Hispanic girls are just, they're so dainty and well mannered. Yeah, because the men will put hands and feet on them, and they ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna report them.
I think that's what he just said right here. Like they done ran into a buzzsaw, right?
Boy slammed her head on the table coming from his community. The black women in my own damn family hopped in the comment section and started attacking me on Instagram for my opinion about that situation that happened in Chicago, where a black woman was going back and forth with some deranged dude in a restaurant, and then he socked her out, and then her preteen son came and blicked him down.
Oh, do you remember that? Oh, remember that?
Oh yeah. That guy was like a meme at one point, John. That I think he said on my dead grandma or something. Man, they turned that nigga to a meme, man.
See, he a pack right now.
Yeah, that nigga packed, man. They got off too. They got off.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. They locked the son up for like a day, and in the public outcry, they freed him. No charges.
Wow.
No charges.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, because I think just morally, if you see a grown ass woman beating up your mom, I think morally you should be able to blick that nigga, man.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We're gonna need some new laws for these people, ladies and gentlemen.
The black laws. Black laws. Gotta bring them back. Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Don't stop. Get your food, man. Get your food.
Get your food.
Say one more thing when I get out.
Surveillance video capturing the moment the 14-year-old sees his mother getting hit.
Ground when the
boy did a good job protecting his mama.
But let's not discuss why a preteen has access to a gun. Anything is fine as long as it's from the gun. That's the reason why the majority of a victim when they get a man's consequences.
I'm hoping he has content on what exactly she did here, just in case. Police claim Hispanic student was a Can you see my screen?
Yeah, the true victim.
Ago about this black girl and this Hispanic dude, and there was a fight at this middle school. Jehu, I believe, was the middle school, and people were all up in a fit on Twitter. You had all the goofies on Twitter talking about, oh, we gonna pull up, okay, family, we gonna pull up. All the goofies. I swear, I kid you not, I make sure that boy, if the same niggas on Twitter and these Twitter spaces and everything talking about reparations, pulling up, if they were actually do that in the community, in the world, we'd be on the video. And let's just tackle that straight up. I find that very interesting. Q above room temperature can look at the video and understand that a black girl who's maybe about 4 feet or so would not randomly, out of the blue, attack a 6-foot Hispanic male. Okay, that just wouldn't happen. So I find it interesting that you think that this black girl was unprovoked and just randomly started assaulting this boy. I find that interesting. I always think it's interesting when people say you race baiting. I was like, it sounds like you're actually the racist. It sounds like you wanted to malign this black girl without knowing anything, and then you were so racist that you.
I don't think he's getting into anything. Anyway, What do you think there, guys? You think the guy was at fault or what?
Oh yeah. He was definitely at fault. Well, that's just what I think. I think he was at fault. I think once the girl threw that it looked like a trapper keeper or something. She threw something at
It's
him.
the
It might have been
laptop.
a laptop. Oh, okay,
Laptop,
she
yeah.
threw the laptop at him. I think he just lost his cool and he did what he saw his daddy doing to his mama. He slammed her head on the table, man. He lost it, man. And I don't think it was racially motivated like a lot of people are saying though. I think it's just regular, middle school, high school shit, man.
I think it's the differences in the groups where the misunderstandings. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe she would have known not to say anything to a black guy. He get amped up real quick. But she was able to really, agitate this guy, and then he just went 100 on her, 0 to 100 on her. She probably wasn't expecting that, because if she was, then she was in the wrong for even provoking a man capable of some shit like that. I don't know. Have we seen any black male on black women violence like that in the schools?
Oh yeah. It just doesn't get
Really?
promoted like that. Oh yeah, man. Yeah,
When you knocked
niggas.
her out, and then people were throwing trash and shit at her.
Not like that.
That's
Not
what
like that. Usually when it's black males on females, and this is the fucked up part, John, usually it's more of an equal fight. That's the sad part. Is usually, usually the girl gets some hits in, the dude gets some hits in, and they kind of on the same level. But these Hispanics, they a little bit different, man. They go, just like you said, they go 0 to 100. They not like trying to square up with them. They trying to, just get rid of the issue immediately.
Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. I think you guys got any other topics, or should we wrap it up? What you guys think?
We can pretty much wrap it up. I mean, we're getting at 3 hours. I will like to highlight the point you made, because we kind of skated over it, of the outrage of this Hispanic, boy and this girl versus the two girls where the girl gets hit by the baton, and just the response of the community. And it gets back to this thing that we talked about before of how black life is viewed or valued differently when we are harmed, killed, or hurt by non-black people versus when we hurt each other. It's an interesting thing, and I think it ties back to just our identity here in the United States. Like, we have to have that level of victimhood as part of our blackness. It's like the thing that bonds us and validates our existence, unfortunately. Because we just don't get the same response when you have two black people doing the same behavior that we do when somebody non-black does it to us. It's very weird.
Yeah, that is very weird. Yeah.
I don't know what it is, universal, man. It really is like it only matters if another race does it, but we could do whatever we want to each other, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We
barely bat an eye. We just say, man, that's tough, man. Shots rang out. Same shit. It's like, good Lord.
Gun violence.
What
do you think next topic should be for the next show? Whenever we get around to the next show, what do you think? You got any buzzing topics you want to talk about?
I do want to follow up on that Omega Sci-Fi story. There is some more updates with that too, so we can get into that. Yeah, it looks like the whole chapter about to go down, man. It looked like everybody was involved covering that nigga's death up.
You know what I want to talk about, HB? I want to talk about Jim Jones' latest release. 50 Cent trolling him, saying you made about $3,500 from that release.
Oh, damn. Well, he had a good rollout, right? Let me stir up an old beef with my old partner. Didn't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can cover that. I'll actually listen to the album too, so I can be prepared.
I can't listen. Although some of his little jingles be kind of catchy. I don't know if it's his voice. I give it to him. He's a hard worker. He's lifting weights. You see him lifting weights. What else? Oh, it looks like Latino want to do March Madness.
Yeah, we can get into some March Madness at some point. I am not prepared right now. I barely watch college basketball, but yeah, we can get a bracket in by Thursday.
Do you see it start? When does it start? Hell, we in the middle of March now.
Well, it technically starts today, but this is like the play-in game, so you can get your brackets in by Thursday. We can get it going. But I'm down to do a little pool if folks want to join in. Maybe we can do like $5 a bracket or $2 a bracket or something.
HB, you think we should do a morning rap roll call? As Stanley suggests.
Morning rap call. What is
morning
that
rap roll call?
Yeah, what does that even mean?
There's always some rapper. There's always some rapper news in the news.
Well, that is true.
So we update all this. The rapper roll call. Who got kicked? Who got shot? Who dropped a new album and it didn't do well or did well?
Yeah. You know, I know Stanley's a big hip hop fan, so
yeah,
we could definitely.
Yeah, we gotta get Stanley to do a live listen to that Playboi Carti album.
That might be really good. That would be really good. Get Stanley's opinion on Playboi Carti.
Get him to rap along on one of the songs.
What the hell is this, motherfucker?
You love it. So a morning rap roll call. What else you got, Universal?
I think we should also do a sports segment each episode. Something's happening, whether it's just actual sports or the things that are surrounding it. I would like to talk a little bit about the finances of March Madness because I'm very interested to see how well this tournament does without any superstars and just basketball in general taking a dip. It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see what kind of money they make at the end of this tournament.
What do you mean they don't have any superstars?
No, like in college basketball, there's Cooper Flag, Cooper Flag, but that's like the most well-known player right now. He's not even that well-known. Like, have you heard of him? Yeah. Exactly. So there's no like big college superstars right now, and that does not do well for a March Madness tournament. So you'll get the college fan base, you get the diehard college basketball watchers, but you won't get a John to tune in to see a Zion Williamson, right? You won't get the casual person to say, "Ooh, I want to see that person that I keep hearing about. Let me check out the game that's coming on Thursday night." You're not going to get that. So we'll see what the numbers look like over the next couple of weeks here.
Should be interesting. Yeah, we'll talk about that. The gambling will be big no matter what the numbers.
Which is a big piece of this too, because I think as quiet as it's kept, the gambling's kind of keeping some of this stuff going.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can definitely see that. All right, guys, we out of here.
Yeah. You want to do final words, John? Final words?
Yeah, my final words, guys. Hope you enjoyed the new format, and hope you will support the channel as well. We have the banner scrolling at the bottom. Support what you like, what you enjoy. We've kept you here for about 30 minutes now on average per viewer. So please support the channel.
Absolutely.
Universal final words, man.
Yeah, final words, man. Keep tuning in. We're gonna roll out some more shows for you. Hopefully everybody is enjoying. Make sure you share the link, the channel, so people can join us. And stay safe, stay constructive, and stay well. We'll talk to you soon.
Universal Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I am HB2N. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. And if you enjoyed this episode of the Morning Roast, you can always help sponsor this episode by hitting the Cash App, $HB2N, or help our beautiful talented editor Portia, $Portia J. Really appreciate you guys. And remember too, you can always call in to the call-in line for these Morning Roast episodes. We definitely appreciate your opinions, your comments. If you would like to, leave a comment after the show ends. Helps in the algorithm, and just tell us what you think. Tell us any of your opinions about any of the stories, the format. Really appreciate you guys. So as always, God bless America, and God bless. Salute. See you guys.